can't believe chat missed out.
We're here, everybody! And yes, chat missed out on the ultimate humor known to man. Cock jokes. Guys, how are you doing today? Okay.
I'm feeling it.
I'm gonna put on
I'm
some,
alive.
you know,
That's good enough for me.
Latin vacation music called Bossa Bossa by Kevin McLeod, apparently. Bossa Bossa, that's what it's called. Guys, I found more music. So, we have more music. Let's go around the table real quick. Orion.
Hi.
Good news? Bad news? What's happened?
Stitcher out. This should be the last week I have to spend laying down
Yeah.
in the session.
Johns, in no particular order, how are you guys doing? I finally put your cameras together.
John's, I
Yes,
think, are doing
we're
great.
saying this at the same time.
John's are great.
Gibby from New York. It's Saturday. Okay. What's up?
It's Thursday night. A lot of weird stuff happening in my life, but I'm
Yeah.
glad to not have to worry about that for 3 hours.
I'm glad to give you an escape. Yeah. I hear some crazy storms are going off in New York, New York.
Well, it's worse in other places, but
Hmm.
it did rain all day yesterday for the
But,
first
like-
time in like 3 months.
Jeez.
You're not like getting flooded out or anything, right?
No, I live in a valley, and I live on like an on a slope of a valley.
He's gonna
So
sink.
like literally, yeah. So I'm
I was gonna say, a
in
valley
greater,
seems...
You get to look
I'm-
out the window and see all the things flow past.
yeah. Basically, I'm in greater danger of a landslide taking my house away than I am actually about a flood.
Which is actually expedited with rain. So good luck with that.
Well, I mean, so is a flood, but like, you know,
You got me there.
you know, the ultimate oof is having a landslide of my house slowly drifting down like it's on a fucking thing of Legos,
Ah, yes.
and then I float
then the
down
flood,
gently
yeah.
into the flood.
Okay. Eric, separated by my rip sign, who is hiding Chad, who was filling in for Gibby, and now is filling in for the bot. So, how are you doing, Eric?
I've spent the last 4 days in a cybersecurity class.
Oh, yeah?
Except for today. I ditched today, which was the last day of class, so I could go into a password cracking class. Which was actually
This
boring.
cool guy.
Jeez,
Ditching
look at-
class.
Wow.
Fucking
Ooh.
Well,
hacker
it was recorded,
Eric over here.
So tomorrow I have to go back and watch it.
I see. Well, guys, I am doing okay. I had a little bit of some fun times at work where I got rammed by a like chair, or like this weird. I don't even want to call it a chair. Camera, go to where you belong. But man, it just rammed into my like ankle and heel. Fuck. I was just like out of it after that.
You're saying you're no longer a top?
I'm no longer a chair, is what I'm saying, Kushim.
It's
Hey,
a
John.
chair.
Did you know when you're describing your day, you use the same voice you do when you describe the scene to us?
Yeah.
You're just a natural, like, you're not a human, you're just a DM.
I am a program.
Not a DM all the
I
time.
thought we went over this. Didn't we go over this before the show started? That I'm a machine sent to
Yeah,
entertain you?
Any voice that has any semblance of emotion is entirely because he's trying to trick us into thinking he has any more sort of semblance other than just being a mechanical asshole. Isn't that right, John?
It's all program.
Oh, yeah, also, real quick, you can see I have actual cat cam today.
Oh,
My
you have a
cat's
cat?
hanging out with me.
Goodness.
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Oh, we
Okay.
lost the dog game.
Guys,
We lost the dog cam, we got the cat cam.
I don't even need my
Yeah, hold on.
calendar, because I know what day it is, but I need someone to give me the recap. Oh my god, another
Double cat cam.
Cat cams.
Oh.
What do we do?
Anyone! Anyone at all!
We didn't level up, and that's the only
Yeah,
important
that's all
thing.
that matters. This is bullshit.
We Oh shit, I thought I had it, but I don't. I can't remember.
I don't remember
We-
where we literally actually started.
Guys,
wait,
this is...
wait.
Oh yeah, we
Well-
found our way back. The bridge, got across.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We saved Orion.
Brian
that was that.
died.
That was last
Yes.
session, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We
so
did
we
get
killed,
fireball.
we killed the giant rat.
Yeah.
Killed a rat.
We got across the river.
Yeah.
But I was dying.
Barely.
Meeker was dying. Well, is
Yeah, he was
kind of
pretty close,
technically
yeah.
still dying, but is
True.
safe from dying.
In a hospital.
Yeah, there we go.
Hospitals.
Yeah, we saw a super sketch bridge. Tried to cross the super sketch bridge. Got ambushed by an invisible wizard.
Fair.
Who was surprisingly enough not like some type of bandit, but he was some part of some military force from Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Meager got rushed off into Sanctuary so he could not die.
True.
And we were on the road to go to Sanctuary, I think is where we
That's
stopped.
right. You are in the middle of your long rest in Sanctuary itself. It is the 1st of April. Meager is in a hospital. Kushim is probably with him, as he is known to do, just hanging out with people in hospital beds. And you guys have arrived at the big-ass wall that stretches a mile high, a mile long. Wait, is it a mile high? No, it's 1,000 feet high and a mile long. There we go.
So a third of a mile.
A third of a mile high.
Fifth of a mile?
A fifth
Give or
of a
take.
mile high. A third of a
A
kilometer high. I'm trying to get the map to fucking fix itself. It was unaligned this entire time. Hang on. 1 second, guys.
Is there a club for being that high?
Only if you are on the Watchers or the Gate Guardians.
Okay.
But
So there is a
unfortunately,
club.
there's always a club, baby. Map away.
Do they name it after the elevation?
You can ask that once we hop into game. Let's get rid of this nice music. We're not in a
was trying to
nice
make-
place, guys. We're in Sanctuary. The worst place.
The trombones. Cue the trombones.
Oh shit.
Wah,
John,
wah,
John
wah.
fucked up the camera pan. Guys, it is the 1st of April, also known as Spring Sentence. You are all officially 29 days behind the political team.
Woohoo!
You have
Less
arrived.
than a month.
The gate is partially open so that you may enter under careful watch of Celica, somebody of importance, as well as several dozen guardians of this big-ass gate. Meager and Kushim are already in a military hospital as guests, prisoners, something of the sort. Who knows? No one's really sure what your story is, but there's an old man, as he is known, old medical man, who is vouching for you guys that you're not rat spies. The Gate Guardians, their job is to be suspicious of everybody, so they're like taking that, vetting with a grain of salt. But as your team comes in, heavily armed and armored, carrying all the stuff you brought with you from the City of Blinding Lights, you have been reunited. John is looking for... Let's play this music. Some soft piano music. Someone is playing a piano. It echoes throughout this military hospital you're in. This military hospital is devoid of patients, except for Meager. You enter this room. 2 Gate Guardians are beside the door, wearing heavy plate mail, as well as holding long halberds. They look armed to the teeth, ready for close quarters combat. But you are escorted by a militia commander, the Celica Fearlith, I think her name was. John doesn't have his character sheet open. And there is Meager and Kushim. Scene, begin.
Hi, party.
Oh, you didn't die. See, I told you, no problem.
Yeah, only lost most of my blood.
I wish I could have helped you a tiny little bit more, but guns on I don't know them. Sorry.
Honestly, I think this is a sign from the world that Miga has bigger balls than we thought he did. Considering he just walked up to a giant fucking rat and blasted him twice with fireball. That was pretty cool.
John did a
Yeah,
sneaky
my
map
plan-
transition.
My plan wasn't to do that, but was to not die. And hopefully, because I thought it was ranged, it would have been fine if I got close range. Thinking, oh, it's a rat person who has Gatlings for hands. I don't think they can hit me. But I forgot they have mouse. That hurt.
Yeah, alongside the fact that he probably could have just smacked you like a fly in the wind with his giant fucking arms with guns
Or
attached
was-
to them.
I was laying down, so maybe it was harder to hit me that way.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Low profile, you know? Can't see you.
Oh, John fucked up again.
That wasn't my decision because I got shot and almost got downed, or my force field just destroyed immediately. And yeah, that was not fun. But
That's the best.
how are you doing, Nav? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
He just looks at you.
Nav is our new set of living armor. Wink,
Yeah.
wink.
Celica is staring at Runt, like, with
Oh,
daggers.
okay. I
Kushim.
understand. We're using subtlety. Good. Good friends. Anything else we should be subtle about?
I'll tell you what we shouldn't be subtle about. Killing
Oh.
that fucking rat. As soon as possible.
I agree. This
Yeah.
seems to be number one.
Is this after a long rest?
No. God, no. This is day one of your long rest. You have to do an entire week of downtime now, guys. That way I can pad out this week way longer and stop Saturday from getting a entire level
but the-
average.
The problem is though that we don't know any information about the Ratman and where they operate things. Maybe we should investigate
Oh.
that in town.
Actually, our good friend Celica, she told us that they do stuff on this little like island in a river, and they fight from there. So I don't know. I think they think that's his base. This little island in between river.
Okay, so we'll just need the maps of the area, talk to people how to get there, so we don't get lost like last time. Because I don't really like getting lost. It ends up with me dead, or almost dead, and that's not fun.
Man, if only we knew someone who was really good at nature and tracking through woods. It's almost, I can't help but feel like there's someone I knew who was like that. Such a shame.
I agree.
I don't know
It's a
anyone
shame.
like that. It is a shame, honest.
I know what you're talking about, but last time we still got lost, even with his help, so...
Oh no, I don't believe... Who do you think I'm talking about? Because I genuinely
Kushim?
don't remember. Oh no, Kushim isn't well vested in nature, not as well as the
Not at
person we
all.
used to have.
Oh,
Unless
you're
you
talking about
consider
runs.
I'm
Why don't
right.
you let me name
No,
these
no,
fucking NPCs?
No,
Going through
Yeah,
my
the-
NPC
I know you're
list.
He's Runt. This
The
one
other
is
odd-
Yubu.
the other
This
odd
one's
name.
Nav. And you are Meager.
Yes, I know names.
These are your
Um,
names.
To be fair, I only met him for very little time. But yes, it's sad that he's still gone. Did he end up burying?
I don't know. It's his. So it's Toast's problem now.
Yeah.
You
Let's try this
guys
song.
go through a lot of allies, it seems like.
I mean, we've only lost like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 in the course of like 3 months.
First
Oh,
5? I thought 0 was the first one.
Oh,
No, he was 0.
Fucking Eric. It's just
No wonder no one
collapsing.
was. Is that why no one was surprised when I almost died? Or when Nav almost died?
Yeah.
And no one was really urgent?
Let's see.
Mhm.
There was.
Celica just
Baker.
claps her hands and is like, okay. I'm gonna leave so that you guys can have this moment. When you're ready to talk about Old Muskie, I'll be down the hall. Okay?
It might take a week to get there.
You can stay. Clearly your friends don't care about you.
Well,
with that,
that's kind of
she-
far-reaching.
Fucking 180, no, 360s, then moonwalks out of the room. Full on.
I'm gonna follow her.
Much flashier.
You fucking follow.
Wait, I'm gonna T-pose follow her, 'cause she didn't like that.
Bop, bop, bop. Every time, well, she's watching you because she's moonwalking out of the room. Do you just follow her out? Just all
Yep.
the way down the hall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You
Not saying
Nav,
anything, 'cause I
will-
can't say anything.
You can't say anything. Follow this person out of the room. She will have a small exchange with you after this conversation is wrapped up between Runt, Kushim, Yugu, and Meager, who is laying on his back with several bandages wrapped around his abdomen.
So how long did the doctor say you were gonna be like this?
They didn't say, but my internal organs almost became out. How do you say
Your
that?
innards turned outers.
Yeah, almost.
Externals.
So I definitely need some time to rethink recover.
Yeah. I'm sure you do.
Rethink my life.
Listen, take
I'm
my
fine,
advice.
I'm sure.
Take my advice. If you ever have too many thoughts in your head, just start writing them out on paper. And then everyone will just tell you that you're doing a great job and will want to know
Yeah,
for some reason.
I did that, but then I got made fun for it when I was a child, saying that diaries are for girls, which is very sexist.
Well, see, that's
but-
why. Well, I agree, but secondly, that's why you don't call it a diary. You call it a journal, or you call it a novel, because then people take you seriously and they think you professional.
No, that's why I told them, and then they started laughing harder.
Well, that just might be a you thing, bud.
That's what they said.
Well,
These
I don't
kids are real zingers. They got man. It's
Run's
in
just
your
gonna. Run's going to start just be like, and just awkwardly shuffle out of the room.
You moonwalking too?
He will awkwardly moonwalk out of the
There
room.
we go. A trend
That's the
has
only
begun.
time. The only time you can legally leave a room in this sanctuary.
Or T-pose. Kushim, if you want to leave now, just T-pose after Runt, right?
He can just
Well,
T-pose
I was gonna
fly
say,
during
Kushim,
blood style.
intrigued, is going to try and T-pose moonwalk out of the room.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna hit the door with your horn because you're not looking at where like the downward arch is. But after that, you just give yourself a little bow and then keep following after as Yugu looks at Meager alone.
Well, everyone's leaving. I'll wait. I mean,
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I have nothing better to do. You seem like you're dying, so maybe
I
you want a
am.
friend?
I would like it.
You will pass on to the afterlife peacefully, friend.
That's
But they said I would survive.
And Yugu pulls a
Oh.
dagger.
And we all hit level 6.
That was kind of menacing. The way you said that.
Oh my
Well, I
god.
thought you were dying, so I wanted to be nice.
Oh,
Okay.
A win-win-win. What the fuck, Temmer?
Well, thanks, Trevor.
Jesus. As Nav follows Celica out, and she more or less leads you to the small little, like, clearly doctor's lounge. It has, like, a sofa, it has a small table, and a fireplace built into the wall. This is not like a modern hospital by any stretch of a imagination. It's more like a hall of healing, more reminiscent of medieval times and all that kind of fantastical bullshit we know and love here in Sanctuary. And as you enter T-posing like a robot, Celica tells you outright, I know you're not a robot. You don't make nearly as much noise as one. And you're far too responsive to your friend's bullshit. You can drop the act. You shrug. You give a nod. And soon after, since you can't really engage with her, Runt, Kushim, and no one else will enter the room, since Yugu is staying with Meager. Celica looks to the big bug guy she's never put eyes on before. I don't think so. No, you went to the doctor, right? Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
So Celica looks at Kushim, who she's never seen before, and asks you what your deal is. Hey, what's your deal, bug guy? Are you a rat man in disguise?
No, my deal is usually rocks and old things, history, things like that.
What's your favorite rock?
Iolite.
Ooh.
I don't think she knows what that is, because I don't know what that is. She does not know what that is, indeed. And she asks you, what kind of rock is that? Is it a gemstone? Is it dirt?
It's a beautiful gemstone. It is.
Ooh.
I tried to get the color of it here in my shirt. It's a lovely blue, purple, indigo. You find it in such and such places. Oh, friend, I'm so happy that you're asking me these questions.
It was more to just test how dedicated you were to this. Well, I won't say lie, but caricature you're showing me.
I'm not sure I know what a lie is.
Okay. She looks to the Hobbit, who is clearly the leader of this group, and has a small flashback to when another Hobbit led a group through this town and all the disasters thereof. Gives a sigh and a shudder. You are after Old Muskie, or Ol Muskie, since he does not have a D in his name.
Yeah.
We need assurances. How can we know you're telling the truth?
I suppose that I'll have to answer your question with another question of how would you propose that we can prove it to you? Because I could give you a million different explanations or what you may call excuses, but I would much prefer to skip all of that and just do something that you would find convincing.
Do you have
actually-
any Confederation documentation? a bounty on a rat man's head? Do you have proof you're not from the city of cats and rats, if that is where he indeed comes from?
I can give you proof that I'm a member of a Tulst task force.
How?
I have a uniform on me.
That doesn't.
That's
tell me.
literally that's my size. It was custom made for me. It's even got my name on it.
You have a uniform, maybe. That doesn't tell me anything. Do you have
I
any
suppose-
papers? Communique? Anyone to vouch for you that we can confirm while your friend is still incapable of fighting back and I could well, I wouldn't, but someone could instantly kill in their sleep with a dagger who might or might not be a lizard man.
I could ask someone
Nav's-
very, very briefly.
Ryan was like,
Nav
what?
is gonna poke Grunt. Nav is gonna poke Grunt.
Yeah? I'm gonna look over at Nav.
God, Eric's playing charades.
Something we look down.
Understood.
Okay.
And
You look
Yeah.
down and it's big. It's a backpack.
Run's gonna look at Nav, and then he's going to look back at her, and he's gonna say, "I will get you your answer. I will be back in like 5 minutes." And then he's gonna walk out of the room.
Okay.
And then he's going to try and find like a secluded room or something, like maybe a bathroom or something, and he's gonna try and talk to Shade.
Yeah. You go
Yeah.
into a bathroom, right across the hall from where Meager currently is. You're there now.
Hey Shade. He's just gonna kind of say in a low tone.
Let's see if Shade's can hear you. That's more than 10. In your periphery, a shadow doth appear. You know how to look for him now. Maybe when he's spying on you through your own perspective, hidden in the background, you wouldn't see him. But when you are clearly looking for him, you, staring yourself at a mirror, see a shadow behind you.
We've got a kind of a problem.
Oh,
We've hit a bit of a stopgap, and there is an important and influential member of Sanctuary who wants us to prove that we are not allied with Ol Muskie, the person who we're trying to kill so we can save Mika's mom. We
Mhm.
don't actually have any verifiable proof to prove that we're not that, so I wonder
Okay.
if there was someone who... If I was looking for recommendations of people whom she could ask that would basically vouch for us.
Yeah. Give me a second, and he just vanishes. And while you await your response, Kushin, you were talking to the Celica person basically alone because Nav can't speak anymore. You want to say anything? Yeah, just awkward
feel like
silence.
I feel like as Front would go outside, if Celica's not saying anything, Kushim probably wouldn't, and would probably just start like looking around, examining the architecture. I don't know. Does Celica have any cool rocks on her?
She has a wedding ring with a unique gemstone in it. It's like a mixture between a... Actually, give me some sort of geology check. You might not even know what this gemstone is, despite having a archaeologist background.
Oh, okay. Happy to do that for you. Let's see what we come up with here. That'd be history check, insight, not insight.
Yeah, give me a
intelligence.
history check. Probably the first one in the entire campaign. Through all the parties, history's never come up. Let's see it.
Which it's one of my 4 skills. All right.
Hey!
Yeah,
Hey.
so a while back when Cantelar was still around, a gemstone had been kind of discovered within this area. East of the City of Blinding Lights, it came out that there was this bluish sapphire-like stone that had semi-magical properties. And this appears to be that. It shimmers and shines, it catches light in odd and funky ways. And no one would really notice just, like, if you weren't looking for it specifically. But you, with a mind searching for stones, indeed find this special metal. It is called an Usia crystal. An O-U-S-I-A? Question mark?
U-S-I-A. Got it.
Yeah. Usia.
What kind of magical properties does it have?
That is classified.
To be determined.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, friend! It looks like you have an Usia crystal. How lucky you are! Oh, you must find happiness in this every day.
She looks at you as though you just slapped her in the fucking face, Kushim. And quickly just, like, turns the ring over and does not respond.
Friend, why would you not display such a lovely thing?
Well, are you, like, awkward socially? Do you understand what people are?
Not fucking Run. Nav is gonna lean over and
Just shake your metal helmet at her.
People are the things that make ruins and structures.
Yeah. You do not know how accurate that statement is. And during this time, Shade shows back up with a snap of his fingers and a flick of, well, I won't finish that one. He tells you that you need to get her to talk to a man named Perrin Nichols, who knows and can vet the known associates of Ozark. He has a way of telling, apparently.
Okay. And is that spelled how I put it in the chat?
No, it's literally like the fruit pear, and then I-N.
Oh.
And although that is how it is pronounced, Nichols, like the metal, it is Nichols, or Nichols.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. Not that it truly matters. If not him, his older sister, Roni.
So Perrin or Roni. And is that spelled R-O-N-N-I?
R-O-N-I, yeah.
Okay, one N.
Yep.
Okay.
It's like Ron with an I on.
Ron will ask if there have been any developments that they've heard from Tolst about Sanctuary or City of Blinding Lights that would be relevant to their current situation besides that.
What do you mean?
Like, should they be on the lookout for external factors? Like, are there Maelstrom people or like other like random things that they wouldn't have known about having been in their travels that Tolst would have heard about?
Shade is not too well informed on this area, so I'm gonna make him roll a history check now. And although he's smart, he's more of the messenger and not the researcher of the team. He rolls a 6. He says, there was something a while back about a mine shaft that turned into this big political thing or something. Yeah. I'm sorry. There's nothing I know.
Alright, if it becomes relevant, then at least we're aware of it. But if it's not something that's gonna be, anything to us, then who cares? I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't anything on top of what we already have to deal with. But
focus
thank
on
you.
your mission. Try to save Meager's mother.
That's the plan.
Good luck. And good job,
Thank
Lydia.
you.
And with that, he's gone.
What did he mean by good job? Whatever. I suppose I'll have to head back then. And I will go back and inform Miss Celica of a Perrin or Roni Nichols.
She looks at you.
My contact has informed me that a person who you may be familiar with, Ozark, a confirmation.
No, you're with Ozark?
As unfortunate as that might seem, it would confirm our, I wouldn't say jurisdiction, more of...
Life is made out of circles, she says suddenly, and just begins to head out the door.
Well,
rubbing her hands together and, like, covering her face and, like, oh, the despair that you just see flash through it is a very visceral one.
Is it just me, or does everyone who is, like, familiar with halflings seem to hate them for some reason? It's like some specific halfling, like, did a bunch of weird shit, and now, like... Anyway, I'm just rambling.
Wait here! Celica just grips the bridge of her nose. I will see if Perrin can see you. And she closes the door, and maybe like 10 seconds later, you'll just hear a muffled scream of anguish. As Celica, you can all clearly imagine, face over hands, just yells. Yeah. Meager and Yugu both hear this as well.
I think someone else is dying.
Yeah, I'm surprised this isn't you, actually.
Yeah, me too. So you like instruments?
Oh, I love these string instruments, all of them.
Neat. You know piano's a string instrument.
I'm sure if I could pick it up and play it that way. You know, actually, I kind of have a question for you, Mr.
Oh, yeah?
Meager. Why do you go by Meager? Your name Marvel is so cool, and like, Justice, Marvel, and you know, why Meager?
Well, it was a nickname for my brother, and it stuck, and people kept calling me that, so, and they wouldn't accept any other answer. So now I'm Meager.
Well, if it's a name from your childhood friends, I'm sure you love it, so I'll keep calling you that.
Well, okay.
You all can return and hang out with Meager, or not, which is probably more likely, I suppose. Leaving Yugu trapped on, hangout duty with the wounded one. But this day will pass. Food will be brought to you, but it is clear that, like, you guys aren't allowed to leave the hospital. Because they want all of you guys kind of just in a spot, so that if one of you leaves and falls down a pit, they don't need to do, like, this massive manhunt. But after that night, on the following day of the second, we are now fully into long rest territory as you guys unwind. A vassal or a footman, a servant, will arrive. Some dude, kind of just dressed nicely, but it's like old-timey nicely. Reminds you a little of Destry with how silly and frocky his clothes are. And when he arrives, he says, "The King Kato will see you." Please gather your things in case you are exiled.
Should I go too, or because I'm kind of bedridden?
Why don't you remain?
Okay.
Unless you have a way of transporting your injured companion.
No, we don't.
Then
Run,
he shall unfortunately not meet our gracious king. Kato.
Runt will look at Kushim, and when he says no, we don't have a way to transport our wounded friend.
Yeah, because she was not going to pick up on that. I can. Don't worry, I can transport him. Give me 10 minutes.
Okay.
Damn it, I didn't say wink. He didn't understand.
Tensor's floating disc will be created. Meager can crawl onto it if nobody helps him, which I assume nobody does.
I'll help.
I'll watch painfully.
I can't help, can I? I do.
You can help.
Because you're 20 feet away at all times.
I try to put
It's
it
not
on
like it
the
shoots
disc
away
away.
from you. That'd
Yeah.
be ridiculous.
Okay.
It's just fucking, you have to throw things onto it as the wizard who signs. And now that would be a fun spell.
Yeah.
And you guys can transport your entire team, the party's not split, and move yourselves up the high road. You guys will pass by houses with plain-clothes and somewhat sour-faced peasants, or at least cave dwellers, who hang around and sort of just shoot the shit with around these nice fountains. You'll see these pretty, sapphire-like rocks jutting from the ground, just in random places, and kind of like attached to light fixtures, which seem to be emanating this pale blue, relaxing light.
I take one.
You can try, I suppose. The Herald will make a perception check. Rolls a natural 18 and hears you like clinking around with crystals as you just like trying to like remove it. And he's like, be very careful with that. They're highly sensitive and semi-explosive.
Oh, okay. Alright, continue.
Alright. Give me a strength check.
Come on, Kushin, get a strength check.
Okay.
Ooh.
It remains affixed, unfortunately. A solid crystal you're trying to pull with your bare hands does nothing. You'll probably need a tool or something. But as you remain struggling, your party, leaves you behind with Meager since your desk follows you. As Nav and Runt and Yugu chase after this herald, who continues on walking to a gated portion of this place. Directly above now is that big hole in the side of a mountain which shows the sky and gleams down on this area that can grow grass. Not great grass. It's not like green or vibrant. It's just dull, yellowish, orangish grass. Type, breed, semi-unique to this cave system, apparently. These big, jutting blue crystals, now as tall as Kushim is from toe to horn, now stand in great formations. They seem to be absorbing something of this, or maybe they just aren't fucked with here. You pass great manors and houses, these big estates of clear nobility, or at least people of wealth and influence, and make your way to a keep that seems to have two heavy metal doors affixed to its frame. A little beyond it, or I suppose you have to pass this statue, but there is a stone monument of two wooden doors reinforced with metal, carved out of some kind of stone, that have been, or are in the process, or permanent process, of being blown off its fake hinges. It's like cracked down the middle. It's just weird stone monument, which is just two doors. But you guys can ignore that, I suppose, and head straight into the keep. They didn't take my bait for lore, guys. What the fuck?
We're in cinematic mode. We're just letting you do your thing.
Mhm.
Well, I always
Walk
stop
around
to
the
let
cool
you interrupt
statue.
me. DQ break and
She
bend.
okay, alright. I'll take this. We get experience from lore, right? That's how this works. Maybe we can get enough lore to.
In one day,
She,
we get the 6.
Yeah. She would have caught up and tried to figure out what happened from about these doors.
Man, I need to ban a guy. That.
Damn, got him.
Yeah, I got.
Oh, those doors? Maybe we have collective information that we might like piece together. As
Okay,
I'm also
I'm so
proficient with history.
You look at the stone monument, Kushim and Meager, as your party awaits the herald who's knocking on the metal door. Let me in! Let me in! Not like panicky, but like boisterous almost. You two step aside, and at the bottom is a memorial thing, or a plaque that is written in the common tongue that says, "This monument stands in remembrance of those who fell in the prince's betrayal, and to remind ourselves that no door is incapable of withstanding everything." And it
Indeed.
seems like
Those of the past were wise.
the two metal doors that are standing in front of the rest of your party are a clear upgrade from what the stone doors must have once represented.
Wait, isn't the prince like the founding of Sanctuary that we heard last time?
Clearly not.
Oh no, we're not founding, but no, never mind.
The guy wielding the two swords who are also used to be rulers.
The metal doors will open, revealing Celica and two Gate Guardian dudes who open them and make way for you. It seems like the red carpet has been rolled out as we exit this soft piano music and try to find something a bit more regal, like tubas or fart noises or anything. What are you, Calmant? No, still soft piano music. How many soft piano music sounds? Alright, here's some fucking EDM. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Nothing's more kingly than EDM music, guys. As the red
Did you
carpet
pull this
rolls.
on because of the name on purpose?
What? No.
Or did you name it that?
I named it that.
No, okay.
I cannot
It's groovy.
narrate with that. It is groovy.
I'm not hearing anything.
You might need to
there it is.
refresh.
Oh, really?
Well, I've changed it. Oh, now it's sad and dramatic music. Fuck it, we'll keep it.
Hell
The red
yeah.
carpet is rolled out. Several people who look influential, dress nicely, have weapons on their sides. None of them are like full on drawn. These are like long swords, rapiers, estoques. The fancy, more noble class is here to spectate you as you walk forward. Together, with a wounded man being dragged behind you, you will hear the muttering and whispers of an upper class from a rural backwater mock you all, your clothing, the fact that you're dragging a wounded man in here and asking for assistance, all sorts of things you guys will pick up, but they all quiet at the last set of double doors. And these ones are broken. The middle seems to have been punched through by some great fist. One is on a hinge, just a singular hinge, and is like crooked and leaning inward. And as you peer through this, you see a throne, and beside it a chair, where a youngish, I suppose, he's like 26, 27 by now? No. God, how old was Perrin when you met him? He was like, let me look at my character list. It's
No,
been
I think you
4
said 23
years.
or 24. I think you said 23 or 24 at the start of Sanctuary.
He was younger than Viore, I think.
19?
Yeah. So actually, he's 23 or 24 now. So this young feline-like man is hunched over, staring into the floor. And as he senses you or sees you, you see 2 bright yellow cat-like eyes. He is holding 2 long swords, one in each hand, that are drawn with no scabbards attached. And behind him, maybe like 20 or 30 feet in the background, is a toddler messing, well, no, she'd be like a 4-year-old by now too, who is playing with a group of maidservants. Currently, she's fucking around with blocks and throwing them and acting like a dinosaur. Dramatic. As this child, no, not this child, this man-child, Perrin, stands up. He greets you. I'm looking at Eric.
I'm waiting for it. Come
I
on,
know
do
you
it.
are.
Say the thing, John.
Either or.
I'm gonna roll to
Music is
see if he
bad.
had a character arc and I can change his voice.
Don't you fucking dare.
Nope, he did not. Hi guys! It's your boy, Perrin! Welcome to Sanctuary!
Hello,
Oh,
friend.
oh dear.
Hi!
Hello there.
You're friends with Ozark!
Yes, we're friends
That's
with
right.
Ozark.
Okay. Why don't you step into the throne room? Come on in!
Oh, thank you, friend.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys walk in.
I love your voice.
Thank
It's
you!
so unique.
It is unique! I was bullied relentlessly as a child. And it
That's
sort of just
appropriate.
stuck.
Me too. I do.
Who's talking?
Hi, I'm almost dead, but I'm alive.
You
try
gesture
and turn
20
around
feet
to show
behind
him.
you. Meeker's still in the hallway. I hear a dying mutter. Is that your injured one? Celica told
Yes.
me. Where's Celica? Celica! Where are you? And, you know, she's not there. She's standing by the front door. She never left. She never even tried to follow you. Oh, whatever. She'll come back. So, you're friends with the wizard. Prove it.
Yes.
What's he like? I know him firsthand.
He's a giant asshole who constantly
shit!
fires magic missile at us.
All right, and he just like lean and just shout, "They're good! I can vet for them. They're right."
Had to learn counter spell for him.
Yeah, you
Or
can
shield.
all just hear the cringing down the hallway. There is a reason Perrin stands alone, or as he is now called, Kato, the king of Sanctuary.
Cringe, dude.
Question: is the only reason why they accept people who he vets is because they don't want to argue with him?
That, and he can kick every single one of the entire town's ass. Because I never described him. Perrin is a fucking monster, guys. He looks like a cat man. He was hunched over, but at his full height, he's like 6'3", at least 300 pounds of pure muscle. Looks like he has surpassed human limitations of strength. This guy is a beast to look at and looks like he can rip a man's like entire body in half. more resembling a lion than a man at this point. So anyway, he says, "You're here to kill the rat that's plaguing my people.
Yes, sir.
How long do you think it will take? Because we have to form a strategy if you're gonna chop off the head of the snake."
That depends on how fast it takes for us to find him. Because as soon as we find him, it'll only be an hour at most until he's dead.
Are you confident in your abilities?
I'm confident in my friend stops before saying friends and looks over at Meager. I'm confident that he will be dead. One way or another.
Will remember that.
Well, I take everybody at their word until they betray my expectations. So, I'm gonna trust you, Mr. What's your name?
You may call me Runt, sir.
I see. You know, you're the first halfling I saw since my sister disappeared with another. Should I be worried?
I have no ill intentions on doing anything to you or Sanctuary.
I'm a very superstitious man, Mr. Runt.
I understand, which is why I'm giving you my word that as soon as we are done with Old Muskie, we are leaving. And I have no intentions of being here other than that.
Okay. Well, then I give you permission to rest in my kingdom! And it, like, echoes and just goes down the hallway. We will form a strategy to give you the best opportunity we can. If you have such conviction in yourself, then who am I to get in your way?
I deeply appreciate this.
Yes, thank you.
Why did you bring a dying man here? This wasn't that important. Like, what if his wounds opened up?
He was supposed to stay in the hospital, but I suppose Kushim wanted to bring him along.
Who?
Runt will point at Kushim when he says Kushim.
Ah.
Also, I thought it was important for me to be here since it would be negligent to disregard an important figure like yourself. I thought I'd get in trouble if I did.
Never! You're injured! Here, let me come and heal you. And as this hulking Goliath of a fucking Catman, he will use 1 point of lay on hands to stabilize you.
Am I fully healed now?
No, of course not.
Okay.
Over the long
Thank
rest
you.
you can,
Better.
Biro. So, everyone, unless you have more questions for Perrin and you want me to fucking die, because this really hurts my voice. I fucking hate this voice, Eric. Fuck you.
By the way, is that Prince that they mentioned by the doors out there regarding you?
Who? Oh no, I'm no
The
prince. I'm
by
a
the doors.
king.
I thought you were once a prince.
Nope.
Is that wrong assumption?
I was voted in. No one else had the gumption or gall to lead this country. It came down to me.
Oh, and who is the prince that they mentioned?
He holds up the swords as though he is about to cut you down. These are the traitors! And then he, like, notices what he's doing and just, like, lowers his arms.
Okay. Neat.
Need.
Well, good talk! Go back to bed!
Okay.
He points a sword at you.
I'll-
Go! Take your disc and fly!
Shim?
Yeah, okay. I'll
He looks at Nav,
start going back to the hospital.
who looks bulky as fuck, but it's just all skin. He rolls an insight check against you, just in general.
Ooh.
He says nothing, but his eyes harden a little at Nav, perhaps sensing something. But he says nothing to Nav.
You were also worthy?
Anyway, goodbye.
Thank you, sir.
We'll meet
I will
again.
leave.
You guys leave, and now you can start your long rest. Woo! Get out of here,
Wow.
sad despair and triumph. We need to go back to something happy. Here we go. Here's just a casual, a happy tone. You guys are now in Sanctuary, this clown town of a city, where only madness dwells, and so does heavy government oppression. What would you like to do during your long rest? Other than heal, obviously.
Can we assume from our new friend, I suppose, claim that we will not really need to buy our own supplies, that we will be supplied with things like rations and things like that?
Oh, shit! Yeah, you're a guest here in the city. You won't live
Okay.
in the keep, but you can, you know.
Well, I mean, like once we leave after the long rest, are they going to supply us with extra rations for when we leave?
It depends on if you succeed. If you mean, like, mission supplies, then sure. They'll give you, like, limited stuff.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
they
that's
make
what
no
I mean, like-
promises. They need to come up with their own strategy and how to utilize you. Occasionally, an auditor will show up and be like, "So what spells do you have at your disposal? Like anything useful? Can you get across a river without assistance?" And then,
One
you
at a
know,
time.
You can answer.
Okay.
Do they have a scroll of water walk?
No. They use it if they had one, right? Duh.
Yeah, right.
Who's a wizard?
Yeah, there are no wizards here. They have been banned from entering Sanctuary, you will have found out. Which is great for Meager, because if there's no other wizard here, then no one can tell he's a wizard, and you guys can just lie and say he's like, you know, an arcanist or a mage, which is a ubiquitous term for essence manipulator.
Yeah, he's not a real wizard, because wizard's an asshole, and Meager's not an asshole, he's just a mage.
True.
Smile.
So, let's go around the table, and starting with Nav. Nav, anything you want to do for a week?
I don't know if this would take the whole week, but at some point, Nav will... I don't know if I should be creeped out by this music or bop along like it's a Final Fantasy town. He wants to go to one of the Usia crystals sticking out of the ground.
Yeah.
He wants to summon his war pick,
You do so.
and he wants to physically and like essentially, if he can, like compare the Eternium crystal that's inside the war pick and the Usia crystal, and see if they're like geomorphological cousins.
Give me some kind of arcana or magic check. You can sell me on one if you don't have a good one.
Unless I'm intimidating the crystals into talking, I think Arcana is my best bet.
If you want to go with Kushima or Meager, we would probably help you.
Or even Run, who knows a little bit about magic.
Nav
I can
cannot
inspire you.
communicate this to you guys. You all forget.
Well,
Sure.
I could
Charades.
get paper, but
You could also just like poke one of us and then just be like follow me and then point at Crystal.
Yeah, I guess.
You know that would get Kushima.
Even with advantage, a 14 isn't enough, unfortunately. Magic gemstones to Nav, who is a super layman when it comes to, you know, why does my war pick shoot lightning bolts? And then you look at this thing and like, why does that thing glow? They have to be related, right? And you may be right, you may be wrong, but you don't have the training to differentiate the two, it seems.
Magic rocks are magic rocks.
Indeed. Also, challenge the first seal. So, Runt, what would you like to do?
Let's see. How much gold do I have?
Yeah.
Not a lot. But I suppose I would like to go shopping for anything that this shithole of a city might have.
You can go to the one and only merchant stall. And by stall, I mean like shed that's just sort of built on a road. It's called the Dog Burglars. It's a franchise. They're franchised out even here, it seems. The Dog Burglar, this one named Hans, an older man, late 40s kind of guy wearing a pirate hat, looks at you. He's like, Ham, you better get... I thought we were out and done with you. You can't come back in. You're still banned.
What?
Oh,
I
wait,
think you have
what?
been mistaken for someone else.
Oh, shit. There's a new hobbit in town.
Yeah, I've gotten that before.
Yep.
I've heard that this was a shop that you sell things.
Oh, yeah,
There aren't a lot of
totally.
those around here.
You're right. There aren't. No.
May I come in and peruse?
Of course, come in. You have money, right?
I've got upwards of some gold, yes. Enough to pay for things.
Well, isn't that a little vague? Yes, come in. Lock the door behind you.
What? Okay. I suppose that's fair enough considering where we are.
Yeah, seriously. You lock the door. You look at the front goods, we'll call them, the display merchandise. The shop front itself is rather squished and kind of oppressive almost. Like, you walk in and, like, 10 feet, you're, like, at the front desk where Hans, Dog Burglar, is hanging out. This building was much bigger on the outside. Chances are most of the actual goods worthy of worth, or, like, gold, are in the back. Or in a locked room, so who knows what this guy's deal is, right? And he's like, so, what are you aiming to get? Weapons? Armor? Guns?
I'm not sure if I'm looking to protect myself or deal some damage,
Drugs?
but
You looking for some fun?
well, I am on. Perhaps you've heard this similar tale, but I'm on a mission to kill old Muskie, so I'm looking for something.
Who?
The rat that kind of plagues the city with his army of gun rats.
Never heard of him.
Well, I suppose he's more of a regional threat than specifically the sanctuary. But I'm a supposed monster hunter, a pseudo hunter you could call, as I do not hunt spirit beasts.
Oh, just like the other hobbit. You're one of a kind, aren't you? You're just murderous little shoeless wearing fucks, huh?
Well, as you can see, I actually am wearing boots, as he shows it off as lederhosen. But more specifically,
He just
I have been hired to save someone from this rat. It's less about killing the rat itself and more of saving.
Oh, another lost sister, is it?
Mother.
Kidnapped? Oh, a mother this time. How refreshing.
Well, she is not only a family member to one of my friends, but also she is a skilled herbalist, and her skills are needed in her hometown.
I see. Well, what do you want?
Let's start with weapons. Do you have anything that could potentially rival this?
No,
and I'm going to
he
show
does
him.
not.
Okay.
This is... So, the dog burglars in general can, like, access most stuff from the Greater Confederation just due to their networking. None of it's going to be magical. Unfortunately.
How about
Yeah.
traps, like bear traps?
He
or
does
anything
have
that could
access to bear traps, yeah.
Yeah, anything that could be like if we wanted to set up our own ambush. Things like that, in that nature.
Well, it's crazy. The last Hobbit had a run-in with bears, too. Life does run in circles, doesn't it? Yeah, we got bear traps. I got 3 of them. PHP price, he tells you. Because John doesn't remember offhand how much a bear trap is.
Okay, let me double check then.
He could.
Because I've got about 300 gold, so
Okay, that should be more than enough.
I want to see.
Weigh quite a bit. Can you carry them all? Do I need to deliver them to a residence?
I should be able to carry them back to my friends who are much stronger than I am.
I see. You aren't friends with a cat girl, are you? Just out of curiosity.
No, I knew a cat guy, but he died. But no cat girls.
Man, what is happening here? This is so weird.
It's
You're
time
causing
is
me
a
quite
flat-
a bit of deja vu, young man.
Let's see, is that an
bear
adventuring
trap.
gear?
Hunting trap is... There it is. 5 gold pieces, weighs 25 pounds. He's got 3 of
Ooh,
them.
that is heavy.
25 pounds. Wow.
They're meant to fucking hunt bears, guys.
I mean, fair enough. It's just that 25 pounds is literally like half my carrying
Yeah,
capacity.
I know, it's insane.
So I guess I'll buy 1. And I will put it on the party sheet. So I will
Alright.
remove the gold right now and put it on the party sheet.
Cool. You need rope? We got a deal on rope.
What kind of deal do you have?
We got silk rope. It's much lighter. Much more capable for thieves in the night like yourself, it looks like.
And how much... What is the deal specifically?
It
Like
is
how much
10
am I paying?
GP for a 50-foot coil of silk rope.
I'll do
and
that.
He has several 100 feet of silk rope.
I will take 100, so I'll pay 20 gold
Yep.
for 100 feet of silk rope.
Quite the deal, he says, as you subtract it from your sheet. John will tell you that is standard price from the beginning.
I know. I was... Yeah.
Alright.
But I mean, in your world,
It's
that
a good
is actually
joke.
not bad.
It's
Yeah.
a good joke. Any actual items that we can speed through that you're actually looking for, rather than me playing the let me show you the PHP?
Yeah. Does he have anything specifically? He mentioned drugs, but does he have things like poisons or any way of injecting poisons in a combat scenario?
Unfortunately, most poison sellers on a public market don't have that. You'd need to go to like a smuggler's guild thing.
Well, then I guess I know where I'm going.
Yeah. He does have cocaine though. If you need cocaine, he himself is a addict. So, you know.
Well, how much is his cocaine?
It's like, well, it'd be at a premium for you. So what, like 25 gold per usage?
I'll take a usage then,
Okay.
just in case.
Just trying out. You give him your money, and he is happy that you are nothing like the last Hobbit he knew, who was a scumbag penny pincher.
How much does that 1 usage weigh?
And negligible.
Negligible? Okay.
Kushim, can we go to you? Ron, are you done? Alright, Kushim, long rest time. What's up?
I want a crystal. I want to look at all these crystals. All these... Spend all the time looking at rocks and crystals and stuff.
Alright, you... the next time, you're like, I have a chisel. You go up to one, you clink it off, it falls to the ground, no big deal. It's about the size of... Well, it'd be a normal human's, like, thumb to index finger size. So for you, it's kind of shorter, I suppose. You got long bug finger appendages, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The astute observer would also notice the red ones in the bottom left.
No. That's a lot.
Are there red ones in the bottom left?
Not to your knowledge.
I would ask about, see if there's anybody's, I want to know all about the rocks in this place. So if there's
So you're just gonna go
anyone's
up
gonna-
to these really reserved and conservative people and be
Yes.
like, "Hey, can you tell me about your rocks?"
Uh-huh.
Yeah, give me a general persuasion check, as you understand or begin to understand these people. Oof. Shim Shumpler, that's your name now. You go up to people. You start trying to engage with people. And normally, you're a weird guy. You can get someone to engage with you, right? These guys fear you. Clearly, you are from some place that they don't know. And their lives are just like, we don't want anything to do with this guy. He keeps coming up to people, just asking weird shit. I don't know if he's like a person. And they fucking start just walking away whenever you approach. And they're like, sorry, no, I'm not. And they just fucking go into a house as soon as you go up to them. Maybe Perrin or someone who can't run away from you would be a better
Oh
person.
yeah, fuck. I would just go straight up to that king, right? He
Yeah.
seemed like he would talk to me.
You go up to that king. John rolls a luck die. That is a natural 7. You can talk to the manservants and footmen who will also give you a runaround, basically. Like, our lord, our dearest and beloved king, King Cato, unfortunately is in the middle of a war council, trying to figure out how to deal with this unscrupulous rat. Right? It's a rat?
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay. And 6 days later, you can talk to Perrin when he summons you. Just hang out in the keep. That's a weird fucking guy.
Go back day after day.
Yeah. They're like, I'm so sorry. He's still in his private chambers. He has to battle the swords for his will every morning. He's a great man and an honorable one. They just keep doing this shit. And Yugu. I'm sorry. We gotta speed through this long rest, guys.
Okay.
Yugu, what you want? What you got?
Honestly, I have that root that Runt gave me. I want to see if I can figure out what that is, and then ritual cast detect poison and disease, and see if I can find any poisonous stuff around here, like in the town.
Weird wild carrot he gave you?
Some root type thing. I don't know. It was green, I think.
Yeah, that shit's super disease now. Or at least poison, semi-poison. Like, don't eat it. It's not good for you.
Actually, I have a poisonous kit. Is it poison enough I could make it into a poison?
If you have, like, rotten carrots, I don't think you can turn that into an actual poison.
I could, like,
I
give someone
think-
diarrhea or something.
Yeah, I suppose you can give them stomach poisoning, but I'm not going to, like, make you do, John, I have a rotted piece of carrot and a vial. Can I liquefy this and turn it into a poison? Like...
I juiced the carrot. But I actually do want to ritual cast detect poison and disease to see if I can find something actually poisonous.
Just in general?
Yeah, I
Like the
guess.
spell, I guess.
I want to make poisons. If I can find something poisonous, that seems like a good step up, right?
Yeah, but... I suppose there is something here. Let's see the spell. Let's look at it. I need to know its range, and then I need you to describe to me. Alright. For the duration, you can
is
sense the
30
presence of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of you. You can identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone. So if there is a plant that is poisonous, this would not proc that, right?
I don't think so, because it looks for poison and poisonous creatures, not plants.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So-
yeah, but if the plant is poisonous, then the plant is poison.
Would have poison inside of it.
I guess.
I
Yeah.
suppose.
Well, because to me, it doesn't make sense that.
Well, isn't like some of your organs poisonous, but like only if you eat only that? No.
Yeah.
I think D&D counts a plant as a creature, right?
It would need to be alive, I think, or it's an object.
Yeah.
Plants are alive.
So there is a spell,
okay,
a
you
second
got
level
me.
spell called Detect Plants. That literally is like a mile radius or something crazy. Like, I would assume that spell is like, there is a specific poisonous plant I'm looking for. Here's its name.
Find it. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna cast that spell and, like, locate it. This is more like, oh, there's fucking acid in my food. What the fuck? Why is there fucking poison coating this dude's weapon? That's kinda odd. Poisonous creatures. So there is a type of insect within this cavern that does have poisonous traits that I suppose this magic would pick up on. They live in the cavern, but often infiltrate people's homes, as bugs do. And they shoot this, like, poisonous acidic spray out of their hindquarters. They are less than tiny. They are, like, the size of a real-life beetle. This is, like, anti-insect poison. And maybe what you're looking... I don't know what you're looking for here. Are you, like, trying to coat weapons?
Kind of. I can make darts. I want to poison darts and throw them.
Okay.
Right? It'd be very convenient. But I'll maybe make a note of these insects. But if I need to collect thousands and thousands of them to make an actual vial.
Yeah, probably. Well, not thousands, but, you know, several hundred.
Yeah, still a lot. Probably more than a week to collect enough.
What you really need is a wyvern. You need to go hunt one of those fucking things down. Or a big-ass scorpion, like a giant scorpion? Yeah, there's some poison right there.
Keep it alive.
But,
Don't worry,
spoiler
guys.
alert, guys. If you're living in a town that has super poisonous creatures, what the fuck? Why? Why would you live there? Just like, oh yeah, little Billy got his fucking little foot stabbed by a goddamn scorpion of instant death. Sucks for him, I guess, but man, is it sure safe here. Yeah, unfortunately, Mr. Underground, and I'm gonna say this looking at John, specifically Hashim's camera. Not everybody lives in Australia. Anyway. Guys. Or, no, we still need Meeker. Meeker. In your hospital bed.
Don't worry, people forget Meeker all the time.
What servant do you... Well, what do you ask a servant to bring you as you lay on your back and hang out like you do in real life?
Will it take 7 days, 7 whole days
Mm-hmm.
to recover?
Yeah. It's a long rest.
Would I've asked them to bring Nav so I can try to dispel magic once Arcane Recovery kicks in?
Sure. You
Yeah,
just
like
start
the second or
shouting,
third day,
"Nav!"
can they... Nav, can you get Nav the living armor? I think they called him.
Nav. Do you go to
Sort
Meeker's
of like-
summons?
Sure, why not?
Alright. You show up. The Grim Reaper has arrived, Meeker. War pick in hand, shield in the other.
Why do you have your weapon out? You can put it
Kinda
away
like-
naturally.
He's gonna like make a that motion like he does when he does Eldritch Blast. He doesn't actually Eldritch Blast, but he just does the motion. Like he's. Pew,
Okay.
pew.
I can try to dispel the magic that's keeping you not be able to talk. Do you want me to try that? I don't want
That's
to do
actually a
something
good
without your
question.
permission.
You haven't really magically interacted with this armor yet, Mr. Nav. Would you like to do? Have your wizard help
What do you mean? Magic? Oh, like just throw
Yeah.
shit at it and see what happens?
Yeah, just see what happens. Who knows
So I
what might
started
happen?
blasting.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't know. I don't like it when John says like, "Yeah, you want to see what happens?"
Well, I know what this armor does. I told Eric most of it, but not all.
See,
of it.
I want to say yes, because I want to see what happened.
Yeah.
But I don't think Nav would say yes, because he actually feels strong for once.
Well.
The
But
spell magic doesn't actually destroy equipment if that's what you're worried about. Because I know I wouldn't destroy any of your equipment. Because that's mean. It should just get rid of spells, and I thought it was a silent spell that's affecting you not being able to talk. No. Okay.
but he's gonna
It is your
he's gonna
decision.
clomp over and sit next to Meager, and you can't see my hand.
I guess
What are you
that is
gonna do
the
to me?
universal gesture. Proceed.
Like hit him with it.
Wait, so you want me to cast it?
He gives you 2 thumbs up.
Okay.
They clink.
Dispel magic.
10 experience for role playing that, Meager.
Character, in
Add it to your
character.
sheet. Do you have anything
The first
magic
part
on
doesn't
you, Meager?
actually. Me?
Yeah, you. Do you have any magical items or anything? You're already magical, right?
I am myself magical.
Link to spell magic.
But
for
I
me.
don't have any magic items.
True. Yeah, were
I
you
have
hiding any
scrolls.
sorts of magical potions or scrolls on you? Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher, the target must make an ability check. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Oh, this is like shit. This doesn't
Yeah.
get rid of all things. It's just one creature, object.
Well, no, it
or-
says choose. Yeah. So I
God.
chose.
Man,
him.
2E. 2E Dispel Magic was AoE fuck everything. That was such a good spell.
Yeah.
God damn. No, nothing happens. Unfortunately.
Can you try to talk?
He tries to speak.
I don't know if you're trying to
Yeah.
just silent or are you trying to talk and that you can't.
You still cannot speak, Nav.
Because I have one more spell slot, I'll try it on the helmet itself.
Yeah, same effect.
Do I feel anything
No,
when he does it?
not at all.
Well, whatever it is, it's probably cursed. And you need like a cleric or something. Get rid of it. If you wanted to get rid of it. It's weird that you're okay with not talking. Since
He's just gonna get up and like
okay, I guess we're finished.
pat.
Cold, cool hands pat your skin. The warmth of yourself is truly felt in this moment, Meager, of how alive you are. As these cold metal fingers just touch you just twice, and then, you know, Nav stands over you and probably leave, question mark?
Unless Meeker says something, yeah.
I have a good week as I recover.
Waves behind him as he walks away.
You wave behind him, and a week shall pass. Minor things can be done, trades can happen, talks can be blah blah blah, but we can always retroactively go back and do it if it is that important. So, it is now the 7th. DLRC. Long rest complete. And with that, as you guys are going to be summoned by ya boy, Perrin, for a war council, I need more water, because his voice just kills me, guys. So, we'll be right back. Please enjoy this EDM music that I'll turn on. We're back, everybody. Oh, we're jamming out. God, this track is so fucking sick. Holy shit, guys. And now it's gone. You guys, enter the keep once more. The keep, which is just sadly cut off from my map because I don't know. This map failed to resize properly when I went back to it in my Incarnate account. What should we play? Adventure meme? That is an unironic thing that this song is called. Let's hear it. Let's just listen to Adventure meme.
Yeah, let's see what it is.
Oh my god, it's like this 8-bit synth
yeah, 8-bit.
bullshit. What the fuck? This breaks my entire setting. No way. Ace is high. Oh, okay.
Oh, this
Well,
is
that's-
funky.
That's super funky. Angels we have heard on high, piano, and then why is there two? What about you? No, fuck that noise. Let's just go back to the good old tried and true, the miracle off light. You guys. Yeah, this is fine. Who cares? You guys entered the keep. where not just Celica, not just Perrin, not just our boy, what was the fucking warlock's name? Or sorcerer's name? Sudoku or something?
Oh,
The
Lucio?
invisible guy from the bridge.
Lucio.
Ludico.
Ludico.
That's what it
our
is.
boy.
It sounds like Ludicolo.
Yes. Ludico and Garrison Commander Dorgan are there. Dorgan looks suspiciously. Immediately, all of you guys from Reservists instantly can identify this guy is somehow related to Sergeant Slaughter. You see it in his face and in his furrowed brow. As well as a duke who, no, not a duke, a baron who wears his baron tabard over his military chainmail. This guy looks like a weakling who does not deserve to be wearing armor at all. He looks like a sniveling coward who is standing next to some woman who is what does Nicole's look like? Some plainly dressed, apparent like assistant-looking person. So no insignias, no markings. There's a ring on her finger that is a signet ring. So she seems to be her house's head. And she kind of looks at you, fucking peasants, and you can, like, sense this, like, air of authority around her. Unlike Perrin, who greets you all! Hello! Travelers from Tolst! How do you do? Have you enjoyed the hospitality of our humble city?
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you!
thought
I wanted to ask you
was
about
nice.
these rocks.
Oh, the rocks! Yes, the Osea crystals.
Skip it.
No, let's get into them! You want it so badly! What do you want to know?
Everything is okay. It's just for
Celica's
flavor. It's just what
eyes
he would do,
narrow.
but we don't have to take time.
Like, why do you want to know about the rocks so much, Mr. Bugman?
Just what you would do. It's okay. We don't
Everyone.
Ask your questions, cause I want to know. That,
Okay,
that was
alright.
the
Nav
my
grabs
weird
you and
fucking
just shakes
purpose
you.
For being here.
Just fucking throttles Kushim.
Okay. Oh, friend, I want to know about the crystals.
They are the bane of
I'm
our
interested
existence.
in-
None of this would be happening. John cuts the music as Celica rages for a brief moment. No one daring to interrupt her. If we did not have these damned crystals, everything would be okay.
Oh, maybe I can take them from you.
No, you can't. There's too many, and they keep growing, and they're fucking lose their magic after a week, so you have to use them here. They're stupid. Why does everybody want them? And she flips the
Why
table.
do people want
She finds a table to flip, because the war table's far too heavy for her. So she goes to, like, a side table where there's, like, glasses of, like, water or wine or something, and flips that instead. After, you know, heaving and hawing, like, oh, I can't do it, fuck! And she runs over and just knocks over this side table. No
I
one.
flip the side table, and I say, why do people want them?
Nav, as he asks that, Nav is gonna go up to like forcefully hug her.
No. You can roll initiative for that one, son. You clanking metal piece of shit. She's not just gonna let you hug her. She's married. That is a natural 7. You try to approach and grapple her in a hug, and she weaves around you. Perrin has to calm everyone down with his soothing voice. All right, enough about the crystals. You have to excuse Miss Celica. Her husband was a researcher about the crystals, and, you know, it led to his ultimate demise and the subjugation of our old princes, and it was just a rough time for everybody. Everybody's super sore. I know they're shiny and glittery, and you can keep the one you ripped out of a wall. It's fine.
What does it do? No, go ahead. Let's get down to business.
Yes, let's be done with this.
Does Meager actually have there been rumors of what these do?
Not that you would
And
know.
specifically would
This is like
Okay.
super obscure, like rock news. And like Kushim is like the gemstone dude.
Would
Meager's
it
a
be perhaps
wizard.
in geologist jizz? Would that
Yeah,
be
Geologist Jizz, as the magazine was called a while
famous
ago.
rock news?
Jesus Christ.
Look at these hot Uzier crystals.
Yeah.
Get your way on over to Sanctuary.
They can hold a
Rub us
magical
on.
charge, but that's not the only thing they discharge.
Literal just JO crystals, huh?
Anyway. The news
I know.
begins. And Perrin points to a lizard man who is wearing tribal getup. He is green and blue scaled. Blue underbelly, softer green actual scales that run down from head to foot. No shoes, holding a spear that is ornamented with feathers and totems and tokens. This is our ally, Chief Yogo, right? And the chieftain nods his head in a very serious bow. He is from our northern lake of Lake Benegal. An ally of mine, purse and friend for several years now. He watches our north and occasionally gets to talk with Shipwreck, that conniving bastard. Oh! I'm getting too normal. John needs water. He's normalizing. He needs to stop normalizing. Fuck. Oh. Yogo, please! Speak! The lizard man looks at Yugu. He does the signature double hand wave of all lizard folk. It's like, it is good to see a descendant of the Red Scales here.
Oh, yes. I'm quite surprised to see other lizard folk around. I've only ever met my family before. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Yogo.
It is good to meet you as well.
Oh, I am Yugu.
Yugu? That is the name of my son. How
Oh,
strange.
How odd.
What a coincidence. Life surely runs in circles. We have located Old Muskie's river den. We can take you to it, but the fact that his army guards the surrounding land on both sides of the river is upsetting. We cannot just assassinate him like we have done before. Perrin will speak at this. Indeed, we will need a distraction to draw out his army. His guard rats, as they are known. We have a way of doing this.
You tell.
South, within the old ruins, are magical items. One specifically, we had left there as a monument of sorts. It is a cloak of significant power. It is technically mine. I'm still the technical possessor of it, but it is more trouble than it is worth. Old Muskie thinks it is within Sanctuary. If we show it off, we might be able to bait his army to attack us, to take it.
And you're asking us to go and grab it for you.
No, that'd be insane. What? We sent a runner to get it like 3 days ago.
Oh,
he'll be
okay.
back later tonight.
Sorry, it's just
Convenience.
I have bad presumptions of usually when someone says in a ruin there is this item, and
No,
then usually followed.
We don't trust hobbits in ruins anymore. Not after the first time. That was the
Understood.
first and last time. Several hundred people died after a hobbit went to that ruin. No offense, I'm not trying to play the race card on you, but
I understand, but I
life
can
is a circle, man.
I can confidently say, after leaving the ruin that I've left, only one person died. And that was intentional.
Celica is full of hands on face, just looking at the floor. Or her palms, really. Anyway, while we go and claim that, to draw out the army, what... Are you sure you're able to kill this man? He may still have guards there. Or are you trying to just extract whatever prisoner he has?
Let me be perfectly candid and transparent with you. While it would certainly be far easier for us to try and extract whoever the prisoner that we're looking for is, we are of the firm belief that any ratman, leech person, or any kind of foul creature is a plague upon this entire continent, and we have been working to try and undermine these abominations wherever we find them. So as much as it would be easy and convenient for us to simply grab and go, I can assure you that we will not leave until we kill this rat.
Perrin
also,
rolls over your wall words. Yes, Smeagol, sorry.
He might also want my mom back and take revenge, so we don't want that.
A good idea. Life should be a circle, not a spiral. You know, one action leads to another descent. Alright, fine.
Please spiral upward. Onward into the future.
No, that's not how spirals work. You always start at the top and then you spiral down. What? Anyway.
Spiral of the galaxy, don't you know?
What?
A circle is only a spiral looking down from the sky.
It's not how a circle works.
It's perspective.
Never heard of it. He says unironically. He does not know the word perspective. I shall don this fucking cloak that I hate. We will show it off to our enemies and try to bait a battle. If it goes well, Chieftain Yogo can hopefully get you guys there. Gunfire's loud, so that will be the signal for you to make your assault. Since once the gun rats are committed... And he just, like, lets out a breath. Yogo speaks up in this momentary lull. It is a river and flows north, or starts north and flows southbound. It will be easy to spot where we come from. We too have been battling the rats who try to do their own crossings. We tip their boats over, and our boats are, well... Do any of you have the ability to submerge yourselves for several minutes to an hour and swim your way?
I look at Kashim.
He high-fives you, Goop. Hell yeah, you do. You're a
Oh, hang on.
man.
I think my camera froze. Give me one
Oh,
second.
shit. Your camera, no. I think Eric's
You're
did
just
too.
quizzically looking.
Oh, no. He's just not there.
It's just a great self-portrait. Look at this.
Nice.
Oh,
The OBS
point of
camera
John.
is real.
Yeah.
that's how you look sometimes when you have problems.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes,
when your
yeah.
camera crashes as well.
Yeah. Mine's a different software. I don't use OBS for my camera. You guys want to see it when my camera crashes?
I don't either. I don't use OBS for the camera. I just have OBS, so it gives me an option. I was seeing if switching between the two would work, but it seems not. Let me unplug it and plug it back in.
Okay, I was gonna
Don't
say.
worry, John. We won't need you to
Well-
tell us because we'll see it in a while.
For those of you playing the City States of Klovisa drinking game, whenever there's a technical issue, you take a shot. And thanks to our boy, Runt, who now I'm Runt. That's kind of weird.
Haha.
You may all take a
Our
drink.
boy John.
Wait, who's DM now?
Fixed chat.
Okay.
Okay. You guys are in this war room. And they're asking you about your underwater options here. Because taking a boat and just flowing southbound, you guys will be spotted like a mile out.
I can help us all breathe underwater.
I'm sorry?
Oh,
Dad? How?
Yes, friend.
Tell us your secrets.
I start to ritually cast water walk. Not water walk, breathe water.
Okay. You start doing magic, and people are just kind of watching you do this, unsure what your point of this is. But the spell goes off. 10.
He can make people.
Yeah.
He can make people breathe underwater. Like I say, in like after 2 minutes of people just sitting there and staring at him.
Just awkwardly looking at this bug man ritually dancing. Oh,
It'll last
you are a
12 hours.
spellcaster.
He's a mage. Everyone who can.
Yeah.
I believe everyone in our little group here has a little bit of essence manipulation, minus myself.
What is that?
Being able to use the. So you know how when you get hit by something, you've got like this.
We
little
can fast
flashy-
forward this. Yeah.
Magic exists in the
Oh,
world.
okay. I
2 hours
understand
later,
now.
magic explains.
Montage of a blackboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's like runs that guy from It's Always Sunny, where it's like with the
Yeah.
black the screen behind him.
yeah, this guy doesn't know. Like, he's from a tribal people who live underwater.
Yeah,
where
Runt has,
notoriously people cannot cast spells under.
Run is finally like able to explain him also not being a spellcaster, being able to
Okay.
explain magic to non-spellcasters because he grew up being taught magic from a mage who was basically a shit.
This is a weird conversation, but you can breathe underwater now, man bug?
And is there any water nearby?
You are in a closed room in a cave. No.
Okay. I just say, yes, I am. Can't you tell?
No.
Hmm.
You didn't grow
Fair enough.
gills, did you? And he looks at your neck, your abdomen. Where do bugs breathe?
We have things called spiracles that allow us to breathe through our whole body. We don't have lungs as such. We rely on the process of
Okay.
diffusion of oxygen.
Cool
Wait.
fun facts.
If you
yeah.
breathe through all your body,
You
does
can
that
take
mean you
10
also
experience
breathe
for
through your
that,
butt?
John.
Yeah, you breathe through your butt. Always breathe through your butt.
Oh, nice. Does that taste weird?
Just because you're breathing through it doesn't mean you can taste it. So.
Okay.
Yes.
We gotta speed up. I'm sorry. 2 hours in. You guys, they kind of just have to take your word for it. And they're like, if you can say you can breathe underwater, we'd prefer to make a water to land assault. That would be our best strategic option. That way
And
we
you-
can't see you coming.
Not all of us will be able to breathe underwater as long as him, but a couple of us could.
It's to
willing
10
creatures.
people.
Yeah.
Willing
For
creatures.
24
by the way.
hours, non-concentration.
Oh shit, Ron.
But
There you
Ron's
go.
unwilling.
yeah, but do you remember the conversation of like, yes, you can breathe underwater technically.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you if you want to do the assault. But
I
there's
mean-
another way.
I mean, is there like a fucking snorkel I can get my hands on?
We have a bamboo.
Be
tube.
looking for snorkel.
I mean, I'll take anything that like lets me
What?
like I could, if with water breathing and like a bamboo tube, I would probably be okay. I imagine.
No. That's quite.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Well, how
I
would you
just
pull
don't-
that off? Just like, oh, and just like hold
No, like-
on to Kushim.
I imagine him like he has it in his mouth, right? It's going straight up. He's doggy paddling like this, so he can breathe through the tube.
Yeah,
while
but
staying
how do
under
you
the water?
how do you maintain your elevation? And what happens when the river sweeps you away?
That's a good question.
That's for future one to find out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I guess so. Runt is unwilling to partake in your magic, Kushi.
I mean, how long could you hold your breath underwater for? What's the calculation?
1 minute per con mod?
Hmm.
I think
It's
a
like
base
it's 1
5.
plus 1 minute plus extra minutes with
Something
addition
like
to con
that.
mod.
Yeah.
In that case, then I think I can hold my breath for 4 minutes. Jesus.
I
So I might actually
assume
just
that
be able
is
to do
with
it.
like non-strenuous activity. Like it's where you're literally just concentrating on holding
Only
your
holding
breath.
your breath.
Yeah, but even with like, you know, let's say it's halved, just for funsies, and like I'm swimming and so it's halved, so that's still
Mhm.
2 minutes, so I can hold my breath underwater without needing air, which
Yeah.
is still pretty good.
True.
So I guess I wouldn't even need the spell. I should still be fine.
I think it'll
Should
take more than
be.
2 minutes.
Well, the
Yeah,
farther you
that's
are
fair.
away from the camp, the better it is to attack or submerge. Like we were gonna
Stealth
go
reason.
like 2 or 3 miles above, outside their patrols, and then just go with the flow, yo.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yo.
Yeah, I think he is telling you it is gonna be longer than a couple minutes.
I guess I'll figure it out. Or
I
die
wish you
trying, I suppose.
If you begin to drown, we will push you into the air. And he gives you a thumbs up.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I can still cast it on you, and you don't have to have, unpleasant experience of drowning. Oh, Run can't handle it. Feeling like
Yeah,
I could-
okay.
Yeah,
John,
Kushim will just hold
Yeah.
you down and just until you drown and accept it. It's perfect.
I mean, he's
When
done
you
it for
leave
me
the
once.
water,
Sure.
when you leave the water, do you cough out all the water that was in your lungs that you used to breathe?
Assumedly. Otherwise,
We'll
you have
find
like
out.
30 pounds of water in your lungs, right?
That's fair.
Yeah. This is the plan. They're not sure if this is gonna work well. Now that Run is like showing like severe amounts of hesitation. Alternatively, well, I mean, we could just get a boat and then just try to bum rush them.
I mean, it will work. I'm like the only person among our group who like has trouble with water in general, but everyone else is good to go. So it should still be like a pretty good percentage chance of working just fine. My hesitancy doesn't speak for the whole group.
I see. Well, Perrin. And Perrin will stand up with his 2 swords that are always drawn and never leave his hands for some reason. Say, I must go and pray! And then he, like, does this weird 2-sword salute where he raises them both to, like, his head and heart. It's like, excuse me, can someone open the door? And someone goes and opens the door for him so that he can go do something, apparently. Or pray. Probably not, but, you know, maybe. And Perrin leaves. Everyone else is kind of like, okay, I guess we'll, you know, prepare for battle. And they will go to their respective units and go do that, leaving Sanctuary. Once the cloak is here in a couple of days, because they want to be super stealthy with it. Well, really, it's like a day away. So tomorrow they will set out, and then Yogo will split off with you guys towards the river, and try to get you as close to this river stronghold, question mark, that you guys haven't seen yet. The territory itself is super patrolled, Yoga will tell you, as you guys leave Sanctuary properly. Ooh, John has the hiccups now. Not cool. Where is my... Oh, there it is. Better
Getting
go.
that prepared.
So,
Could I put my portent dice?
yeah,
dice?
Link Portent. It's
On
per
our way.
long rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Then you can totally do that. GM, roll me them. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Just roll them.
Okay.
You Portent.
Ooh,
Those are two good rolls
4 and 15.
for portent.
Indeed.
High and a low.
You don't want mid rolls. You
Well,
want big.
the
big
main
rolls.
host of our boy Perrin heads southbound towards the camp where this X is. Yogo will take you up north towards the river and far down it. Yeah, you're going to spend like 2 or 3 days in his company. And then once someone sends him a message, he will begin leading you guys more and more southbound, closer towards where the rats patrol. Anything you guys want to do or interact with Yogo? You guys set out.
I'm gonna whisper to Yugu. Is he your father?
Oh, no, not at all. No relation at all, except our names sound very similar. I have his son's name, and we are both lizard folk. No relation at all.
Okay, it's just the son name thing. I thought it was like a strange relationship.
Oh, no, yeah. The you and goo sound very popular with lizard folk. I have quite a good name.
Yeah, then what's your name of your father?
Yogo.
Oh, my son, back in the village.
Yaga.
Yaga.
Yoga. Yoga.
Yoga.
Oof. It's just John. That's his real name.
John. I like that. Oh, my father, John. He...
Oh, fuck.
Is it still spelled with like a Y and a G?
Oh, yeah. It's John, but it's YJUHN. John.
What?
Okay.
You have conversations and jokes with at the expense of the lizard folk. They are a tribal people, and he will show you to his tribe, and like all of the lizard folk are like, the red lizard. We must speak with him right now and induct him into our tribe properly.
Hello.
They greet Yugu like he is a goddamn celebrity. And they ask him, like, where are your kin? We have been here for so long, waiting for any word from the outside.
Oh, we live up north, you know, Moolah. Very nice place. We hunt rabbits and other animals, and we pick berries. It's so nice.
They nod and listen intently about this place named Moolah. You guys just can kind of chill with these people who are living life. They camp. They move around every every night, really. And then they set up their camp during their day, or the day. Hang out, fish, sleep, do stuff. And then just go back to living life, being semi-nocturnal. On the 12th, for those of you keeping track of your calendars, message will be sent. Yogo will take his trusted warriors, his sons, and begin leading your party southward, telling Kushim to prepare his spells, You do so. The magic coursing through your veins and then quickly fading. Hopefully you guys are not being tricked by Kushim into drowning you all.
Well, not all of us.
Yeah, Yugu's fine. You're a wizard, man.
I think at least 3 of us will be okay.
3 of you will hopefully be okay. And with that, you guys start heading southward. At noon, you guys would have traveled like 8 or so miles southbound, following the river, stopping occasionally at Yogo's beckoning, saying, you know, patrols and things in the forest, watch us here. And then wait for whatever threat to pass. But you guys are so low perception, none of you notice. Like, just terrible wisdom scores are all around. And finally, you guys will just see a section of river, and Yogo will hop into it.
I guess
away
we're
we
going
go.
in.
Hello.
Before you fully submerge, Yogo will tell you he and his 4 sons will stay as a reserve. If you guys seem to die, but the battle is favorable, he will come in and try to finish the fight. Or at least kill Old Muskie. Your hostages be damned or not. But they are too wild to, like, work in combat with you people who are civilized.
You do
Question.
there?
Mm-hmm.
John gives his excuse. You can take it as you... Do you want experience or not, John? That's what you gotta ask yourself.
Question.
Do you want to level up or?
Want so fucking bad.
Can we leave our gear, like our extra stuff, like our dibs
totally.
and everything, on the boat? Okay.
There's no boat.
Last thing I
you
wanna-
guys are swimming.
It's on the shore.
Oh, I thought I thought we were on the boat and then we're gonna dive off the boat into.
You guys
Okay.
have been walking through the woods, and now you're going to swim and go with the flow. These people don't really
Is the
need boats.
Is the communicator waterproof?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm leaving my communicator in my dibs then,
Yep.
or in
Same.
my pack.
I agree. Wise choice.
I assumed you would not want to electrocute yourself. Fun fact, Nav, your communicator's
What's up?
gone. It was like either absorbed or something with your suit. It never broke. Your clothing kind of melted, like your armor came off, but anything not on your backpack got molded into your skin. Ooh. No one's really played with that at all, or noticed, or maybe even cared, but... Yeah.
Does he
guys
stink
have-
now?
Does he stink?
Yeah, because
No, he has
I haven't
no smell.
something on. Oh, that's even worse.
Yes.
Somehow.
He has no smell,
Uh,
does not produce heat, can't talk, can't close his eyes. He's a weird freak now. You shout fuck silently. Also, he can't swim either, now that I'm thinking about it.
yeah, we went over this with the
Yeah.
river.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna sink.
Actually, I think you're faster if you can't swim, right?
No, it'd be the same. You'd
It's
be
still
fully
difficult
submerged.
terrain.
Well, because I have to,
Yeah.
I have to dash. to
Okay.
get the normal
Anyone with a
movement speed.
swim
That's-
speed can outpace you, but they're going with the river. I guess you can like do weird jumps and like get carried with the current a little bit to keep in pace. But this river does flow quite quickly here. So, Runt, you don't want to drown. Kushim doesn't care because he doesn't breathe like a normal person. Yugu has a swim speed. Meager, are you doing anything special down here, or are you just gonna like suck in water and like face your death by drowning?
Yeah,
Like a
he.
man.
This
Like
is
a
not the first
Chad.
time he accidentally drowned.
True.
Again, the law of bullying. He was resuscitated then, but he still already felt it, so he's already been through it. So
Yeah.
there's nothing to fear to him.
True. Face your death like a man. Drown.
Yeah.
Meager's actually, like, top tier
What a
level
Chad.
Chad, but no one,
Yeah.
like, will ever admit it. Right, though,
That's
with
his life
his
story.
innate fear of drowning in Maelstrom, we'll have to use...
Yeah.
Runt, tell me what you're gonna do, as everyone else just does not care about this at all. And you're like a child about to get a shot for the first time, and you know the pain's coming.
Oh. I don't know, because I don't know. Because this is like one of the few times where he like can't rationalize anything. Where like normally he's like pretty cool and calm and
Yeah.
collected, and, like thinks about things logically. But now it's like there's no way out of this. There's no way of talking around this. It's literally like you have to dive deep, and there's like nothing else you can do.
True.
So it's just like met with this wall that he can't go around. He just is just gonna basically like be freaking out the whole time, and I honestly don't know.
All of you
I
see
get-
this. What do you do to support or drown your friend?
Nav will go like crouch in front of him and just like
Grip his throat and start suffocating.
tilt his head. He's gonna like tilt his head and like hold his hand out. You can't see my hand. Not like handshake, but like
Yeah.
Join
Come
me.
with me. Yeah.
Run
Join
is
the
like
Lady of the Lake.
God. He's like cowering, almost like he truly does look childlike in how terrified he is. It's like his normal facade of a cool exterior is clearly broken, and he looks truly like a terrified child. And I guess he would hesitate, but eventually he would like put his hand in Nav's hand and just kind of wait, not really knowing what to do.
Nav, what do? Do you kill this motherfucker? Do the world a favor?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Nav would probably. Oh wait. I don't think I can actually do
Where's the map layer? What the fuck?
that. I guess Nav would lead him over to like the riverbank,
You lead him to the riverbank. He's holding your
and
hand.
whenever we all start to like actually go in, Nav is gonna like start walking backwards into the water, leading Runt, stopping right before the water is at like where it's right here on Runt,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then he's just gonna grab, hold tighter to what the hand that he was already holding, grab your other arm, and he's just gonna pull both of us under.
Runt! Nav! Well, I'm gonna hijack your character here, Runt. There's no way you're gonna let yourself drown.
No, absolutely not.
I need opposed strength checks from both of you. There's no slipping
Raw
out
strength?
of this one. This is a raw strength check.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
Well,
god.
that's a strength save. Whoops.
Almost drowning.
Runt,
So
you
That's the same
experience the terror and pain of drowning. 2 minutes will pass of you thrashing in the water. As you like, let me out! Sucking in water at one point, your lungs will burn. Your heart feels like it will stop, but it doesn't. It keeps beating. Your eyes, were you not surrounded by water, would be filled with tears. And everyone else can join you under the water. Nav, you also have a oxygen limit, but now you are magically, I suppose, kept. So once the water breaches your helmet and the endurance of your constitution is gone, you too will experience drowning. But unlike runt who can float, you're just fucking trapped there below the water. Your suit will partially fill with water as well. You can feel heavier. And as you do so, you guys can just sort of start going with the flow and head southward. Kushim, Meager, you guys are crazy spellcasters. You don't rationalize things through, like, a human experience. And you have a swim speed. You don't give a shit. I don't know if you can breathe underwater or not. I don't think lizard folk have that.
Hold breath for 15 minutes.
Okay, so, like, you and Yogo will resurface every now and again. Like, take a peek around the surface, but it'll be like, it's our noses and our weird filament eyes that alligators have will let us see just a little bit
right
above.
Here.
Yeah. You're going full on, like, crocodile shit. And as you guys approach this shadow under the river's water, and Yugu and the other lizard folk will see the reinforced island. We're going to take a short break. John's going to set up some character tokens for you guys. And we're going to go to a battle map. Not a hand-drawn one, but an actual prepared one. So guys, we will see you here in just a moment. And we're going to fucking fight.
Fighting!
Okay.
Or snake.
Well, not.
Guys, we are back. And John is taking us to a battle map right now.
Dun, dun, dun.
There we go. Welcome to the river, baby. You guys are in the top right corner, and I'm going to give a full view of the map real quick. This is a island that is sitting in the middle of a huge river. It is currently barricaded with spikes and scrap wood of random boats or pieces of people's houses. Wreckage blocks a channel that runs all the way and splits this island in half. There are tents that are set up on top of crests of cliff faces, which once the river flows down over this bank, will remain dry and static. You don't immediately see anyone because you guys are under the water. And Yogo, leading you, will sort of like break off and make like eye contact with you, Yugu, who can somewhat see under the water, and will more or less signal that he's going to remain downward, and it's up to you guys now. The river flows universal up to universal down, also known as north to south, and it's currently putting you on like a straight up trajectory towards this river, or this island within the river. So, team, what do you do? As, I guess, Nav can somewhat anchor you, or at least he can anchor Runt, who I assume he's still holding on to, and then everyone else can, like, stop and be dragged with the current. It's hard, well, it's impossible to communicate with your words here. So, how do you signal each other? Okay, Meager, can you guys describe with your words after the playing charades?
You said we couldn't use our words?
Okay, well,
You can't
you told us
dialogue.
simply.
You can't use dialogue. Describe with your words how your characters signal each other, rather than doing "Ooh, brave."
Go question mark?
Macarena, John.
Also,
Go,
do it
question
one-handed because you're holding on to each other, so you don't split off, right?
Yeah, monkey
well,
chain.
whatever. Assuming that mess just happened, and none of us actually understood each other,
Everyone's
Nav is just gonna be like, and he's gonna start
Alright.
going up the incline, I guess, and he will loosen his grip on Runt enough that if Runt wanted to not be on the forefront with me, he could get out of my grasp.
Run, as soon as you loosen your grip, he's going to immediately, like, beeline it for the surface.
Alright. You go forward. I need everyone to declare me actions right now. Kushim, Yugu, Meager, what are you doing? Nav's walking. That's the only thing he can do, but what are you guys doing?
She is swimming to the universal left.
Okay.
Can I swim close to the surface and see if I see any people or that people on the
You
island?
don't see anyone on river elevation. This cliff face is it's a mixture of elevations from like 5 to 10 feet like tall.
Oh, okay.
This is like a big outcropping. That sort of just juts out of the river suddenly. As well, there is this weird palisade of wooden scraps that are kind of obscuring what's behind, even on like the river's level.
Okay.
Nav, you can
Meteor's just
clearly see
following
that
Kushim.
this is like dammed up all the way to like a channel where little water is getting through. Not all or not total river stoppage, but like most of it is just like
Enough.
not getting through. Yeah. So, Runt, you surface. Nothing immediately attacks you, and as you do you expel all the water in your lungs? Because that's going to be allowed. You're going to like hack and cough and, submerge partially again.
I'm gonna make I'm gonna make an intelligence check, and I'm gonna set the DC of 12, and if I fail it, then he's going to immediately expunge all the water.
Okay, let's see.
Because I honestly can't, like, make that decision, so we're gonna see what happens. Okay, so he's gonna hold it in for a little bit. He's gonna think, this sucks, I'm gonna murder everyone after this, but right now, I don't want to be a fish in a barrel, or a fish in a lake with people having guns pointing at me.
Meager, are you locked onto anyone? Are you holding on to anybody, or are you swimming freestyle?
I was going to go with Kashim.
Okay, you hold on to Kushim, or at least a part of him, and you two swim together so you're not separated. But Nav is just walking forward. Runt is now being, like, freely thrown against the river, or, like, goes with the river's current. And Nav can keep walking towards the shore. And soon he will be upon it. Yugu, I will let you control your guy however you want. You've got a swim speed. Everyone else,
Okay.
until they get on to shore, they're kind of just telling me where they want to go. Kushim, are you still heading universal left, or is this the angle you want?
That's good.
Alright, you're heading straight towards the dam, and we'll also begin to... Well, I guess you don't need to surface, really. So you're going to hit
Wait.
the dam.
Oh, no, sorry. When you said universal left, yeah, that is the angle that I want.
Okay, cool. Alright.
Seeing that there's this sort of barricade, would want to go around it.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Does this barricade seem climbable?
To a guy with climb speed, definitely. It looks somewhat breakable, even. Runt, you were just being, like, going with the water until you tell me otherwise.
Can I attempt to now? Like as soon as he reaches the surface, seeing that there's land, he wants to move towards that land.
Okay. Yeah, you doggy paddle over there, cling onto a rocky outcropping. You still have all the water in your lungs, John.
Is it
Let's go
possible
look
to
up
like?
a passive perception?
Yeah, like slowly. It's gonna sound really dumb, but like slowly letting water out, like. Blah, blah.
Drain it out.
Yeah.
You can. It will take. I'm gonna say it's gonna take like 10 times as long. It's gonna take you like a full 2 minutes to like do that.
Can I roll a stealth check for that as well?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
It's still gonna take you a long ass time, but
That's fine. I just gotta get this water out, but.
a casual natural 19. You're fine. You just open your mouth, begin to dry heave, and water's just already oozing out of you. You're like a weird fucking sink. A hobbit-shaped sink begins to drip and get all that water out of your lungs. Nav, what are you doing? Are you coming?
This
to shore?
is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Is it like? Do I have to climb at all, or is it inclined enough that I can just walk up?
You can get onto the edge of the shore, but you're immediately met with this like spike of just scrap wood that is pointed right into you. You begin to just let out water. Your suit is just getting all the excess that was trapped within it out automatically.
Okay. I guess I'll move closer to where the dammed up portion is.
Okay. You move up closer to the dammed up position. Your friends are still submerged partially. Yugu, what are you doing? You have full swim speed. You control yourself here, bud.
Well, I see Nav come out of the water.
Yep.
I'll swim up next to him.
Anyone who is outside of the water's surface can hear in the distance gunshots, and lots of them as well.
I want to signal at Nav, like, get your head down. Do you see anyone?
And he's gonna do. Okay, so. What do you. Up or down? You want me to head up or down? But he's gonna make a perception check, I guess.
You don't see anybody. You don't even need to do
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
it. I'm looking at my guys.
He's just gonna shrug.
I would like. Could Meeker try to time the expulsion of the stuff from his lungs with the waves that are crashing against this barricade, since the waves seem to be coming towards here and flowing past as the river goes past this island? I like time it.
Do rivers make that many waves? I did this to signal like flow. It's not like you're out on the ocean, right?
You said it was pretty fast, so I didn't know if...
It is fast, yeah. So I guess...
Well, it depends on... It typically depends on how, like, wide it is, because most of the noise from a river comes from rocks and the water, like, rushing around the rocks. So if it's big and wide...
Yeah, this
water rushing into a wooden barricade?
Yeah, make me a stealth check.
Okay. This is a try.
I don't think this is dexterity, is it? You're gonna punish. Nah.
I'm just gonna make it a 15 for my roll. So a stealth roll of 16. Because Portent, he thinks it's important for him to rescue his mom, and he's not gonna blow this for the group. So 16 for stealth. To try to expel the water flunks.
Sorry, the enemies rolled a natural 20 on their perception.
No, they.
I don't know what to do at that point.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything that may have been alerted to your presence.
Now I can cast spells finally, so that's good.
After a while. After 2 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
You're taking the slow, you're ecking out water. It's not like you're violently just... That'd be super fucking...
Yeah.
There's no stealthing that one. That's just a loud-ass noise. Kushim, we've worked our way to you. Are you still going universal left?
Yes. I'm gonna keep going until I can...
There we go. That's 30 feet, unless you have more movement. Unless you have swim speed. Alright, we go back to Runt. Runt. Wait, no. We're doing this in 6-second increments. You're just still ejecting water. Yep. Meager's still ejecting water. Yugu, you have a swim speed and can hold your breath forever. Nav, you have water in your suit, in your lungs. What are you doing? Do you care?
I care if it's in my lungs. I think... He's probably not focusing on coughing up whatever's in his lungs, but he's not, like, fighting to keep it down either.
Okay.
So, if I got at the damned portion, what do I...
Who the fuck is spam?
Okay, so I guess, is the dam, have... What are they called? Not palisades. Blockades, I guess, or...
Yeah, you see, like, wreckage of several... Oh my god. You see the wreckage of several boats. You see what looks to be, like, stones as well that have been, like, thrown in as if, like, pieces of houses have been, like, just dropped here.
Torn off, and, yeah. Does it look climbable?
Kind of, like... I mean, it's a bunch of fucking wood strapped together. Or not even strapped, it's just laying on top and is, like, held here with the pressure of the river and just its natural weight.
Well, when I say, I mean, does it look climbable? Like, there's obvious, like, I can put my foot there and I can use that to leverage myself up type of thing.
Yeah, of course. It won't be a quiet affair, but you can do that, yeah.
Do I see him, like, eyeing up
of course,
this barricade?
Yeah. He can only face one direction.
Can I try to quietly give him Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah, I assume so.
Subtract
it from your sheet. Nav, you have Bardic Inspiration for 10 minutes.
It's the mode of potential one, so you get a little
Right.
bubble.
You're gonna have to do the thing.
It's purple.
You want the yeah. Okay.
Hello, sexy barricade. What are you
I
doing
want the
tonight?
thing.
All right, guys, we need to speed this up a little.
Okay.
okay.
I'm gonna try and climb.
Okay. You will begin to climb shortly hereafter. I'm gonna move Kushim another round or two. After you know.
I'll say my goal is to go around until I see somewhere that's not barricaded.
Okay. You can
Helps you.
do that here. You will see boats and shell or a shore, just a little bit, as well as a dock on this side. You can't signal your teammates since they're in water, and by now, well, Nav, do you wait until everyone's done ejecting water and Runt gives you like a thumbs up or what? Or do you just go? Do you just go now?
Can I see run?
Yeah,
think
you
we
can see
can.
everything, bro. You have like magical vision.
Okay. So he's going to climb, but he's not gonna like climb up and over. He's gonna get like
You just
like,
want
be
to
able to
stand
poke his
on the
head.
barricade?
well, not stand on it, but like be able to poke his head over it.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna prompt
and
some
then-
perception checks as you undoubtedly make noise. Give me a stealth roll. Do so at
Do I have to-
disadvantage. Yep.
Do I have to claim inspiration before I roll it?
Before he tells you if you fail.
Yeah. So just tell me to
But
shut
you
the
can roll
fuck
it
up
first,
after
and
you roll.
then
Yeah, I'm just fuck it. I'm just gonna use it. What the fuck else
Okay.
am I gonna save it for?
You get
said
to
stealth,
re-roll
right?
this.
Full reroll.
Just the Bardic Inspiration, a D8.
Okay.
8 plus.
Plus a D8.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I actually have to look at their fucking stats now. Oh!
14's pretty nice.
You can,
Do I-
no,
do
you
I-
can re-roll that and keep the bigger one. It is advantage
Okay.
on your Inspiration
Ooh.
die.
You have
Oh.
advantage on the inspiration die? What?
For ability
That's pretty
checks.
cool.
Where? Where does it say
Okay.
that shit?
It is the middle
In
segment.
the middle.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The hardest one to see. Hang on. Let me see.
The creature
I
can roll the
segmented
bardic
it.
inspiration
Oops.
dice again.
And choose which roll to use. Oh, wow. Okay. What the fuck?
Well,
Rolling
Sure.
I
the
might as
Good.
well. Okay, we're keeping the 6.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't
Do
matter.
you want the one? I think you might want the one.
I don't
I
think
think
you
you
have a
might
chance.
want the one.
They have passive perception 12. They have +1 to wisdom.
Oh,
Oh, wait. I can just hit
He is
their
a-
perception check. They fail.
yeah.
They don't see you, Nav, but you see... Well, I guess they don't hear you. You see some things now that you are slightly elevated. You see... Let me check your line of sight real quick. Oh my god. You see quite a bit.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Go.
You don't see that
Oh.
guy. And then can you see this guy? Yes, you can. You can see the barest hint of an old friend that Dearman once knew quite greatly. Known as the Murder Rat.
That.
You hear things too as just water is just ejecting from your helmet. You never even knew it had ventilating ports until this moment. As water drains.
I just think of Mulan
Yeah.
and
Fuck.
the skinny guy after the river.
Indeed. While you stare awkwardly, Kushim, what are you doing? The river wants to flow you southward now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to.
Do you
Head
dash
towards
swim?
this dock. Yeah. Sort of looking out for people, looking out for enemies and stuff. I don't see anybody.
You
So.
see Cliff right now. You don't see anyone on the docks at all. these 3 boats. Two are pulled onto the shore. One is actually latched to this shitty little jetty itself. Yeah, you still don't see anyone. There's a couple of faces in your way. This one being the biggest one. Nav, you can also see what appears to be the clear leader, who is in conversation with 2 of these lesser rat folk. Has Nav ever seen a rat man before?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then this is a weird experience
Well,
for you, as you see these
I guess-
anthropomorphic monsters talking like people. Kill them. You gotta.
He's gonna pop his, he's gonna pop back. He's not gonna drop, but he's just gonna, hold on with one hand and kind of get his head down. And
Yugu looks at you as Meager continues to vomit out water.
I'm gonna hold up my hand and be like,
5.
and then I'm gonna look around and I'm gonna be like, Meager's up at this point, right? He's not underwater anymore.
He's on the
so
shore. Part of him is still submerged a little bit, but
you're gonna see me. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That point
And
to where Kashim went. Can I do it
Okay.
while I throw it up?
Yeah,
That
of
point to
course.
where Kashim went, and then I just
he's just
like-
gone. Just no word from Kushim. You let go
Like-
of him, and he's just
he went
fucking
around. Dude, pushing he's went around that direction.
Yep. Runt, you're submerged to your neck right now, just hacking out water. It's super gross. And I suppose if you turn around, you could see 3 of your friends in cahoots.
Am I done hacking water, or am I still in the middle of it?
We're gonna give Kushim another 2 rounds, and then we're gonna say you guys are done. Because at one point, Kushim has to be careful of just slamming into the rocks and taking needless damage.
Come back to me when I'm done with my water bullshit.
Okay, cool. Kushim, do you continue on, or are you trying to, get to shore?
Yeah, I'm gonna aim for the dock and to use that to, I guess, help me go into shore.
You are at the dock. From there, you can pull yourself along the ridge or go underneath it a little if you want to be super sneaky. And you are now on shore. As you pop up, you can hear the sounds of chittering, slight screeching, and human conversation that's kind of muffled and quiet.
Where is that coming from? Left or right?
Universal right.
Or
above the hill.
universal
closest to the face.
right up there.
Yeah, over here. Somewhere around this way.
I'm going to cast Disguise Self.
Okay.
Disguise myself as as the best I can as Grug.
As Grug. Okay.
Ooh.
You turn into this weird 2-legged... Disguise Self lets you shorten yourself, right? Because he was 4 feet tall. And you're 7 feet tall.
1 foot shorter or taller.
1 foot shorter.
Okay, so you're a 6
big-
foot
I'm
tall rat man.
I'll stay at the edge.
I mean, wouldn't he still be hunched though, because he's Kushim?
No, he's 7 feet tall while hunched. His horn takes a full foot of what? He is a huge horn. He's technically a loxodon, guys. A big elephant guy. He is huge. A big beetle.
Huge.
Huge. Just
Huge.
the biggest.
The biggest. Does this change your option? I will let you retcon this, or if you're committed, you can be committed.
I think that's okay. I don't mind if it doesn't work. I was just hoping for like one round of something. I'll stay at the edges, not try and infiltrate, but just not look suspicious at a first glance.
You're this big, tall rat guy as you climb onto shore, water oozing out of your weird pores. And with that, you guys can't really talk to Kushim. When are you guys going? Like, when's the trigger? What's the plan here? Because that time is quickly approaching as Runt and Meager feel air in their lungs once more.
Yeah, as soon as Runt is finished getting all of the water out of him, he's going to basically go like this to Nav to get his attention, like, and then he's going to point to himself, and then he's gonna pull up both hands, and he's gonna start counting down, like 10 seconds.
Okay.
And then after 10 seconds, he's gonna start climbing. To give Nav like a sufficient time to let everyone next to him know that he's going like now.
Okay.
Could I tap Nav on shoulder like and point towards the direction and like do a question mark?
Okay, so then Nav will point towards. He's gonna point more towards this right group.
Okay.
Universal right or our right?
Universal, I think.
Universal,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you can't see the tokens, can you?
No, he can't.
Yeah, universal right, and he's gonna do that very like emphatically or like pointedly, and then he's gonna do a single point off towards universal left.
10 seconds pass. Runt is climbing that barricade.
And Nav is like going thumbs up, like let's go, 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 and he's just gonna since he's already up there, he's just gonna hop over.
Okay.
And if I can, he's gonna try and do not like, you know, like the shuffle sprint when you're trying to be stealthy but you still have to move a little faster, towards, and he's gonna like try and hide behind that.
Okay.
Barrel
You're going to get
box.
here. Runt is going to begin climbing, and that is when initiative is going to get rolled.
Okay.
Because as soon as Nav in heavy armor fully ascends, like, Runt, they won't see you climb up, but once you, like, vault over, you're going to get spotted no matter what. Unless you have, like, invisibility, which I don't.
Yeah, so is there any way for me to, if I hear, or I suppose, is there any way for me to just not vault over, but to, like, stay hidden while I'm climbing?
Yeah, you can just hang out on that edge there with your, like, eyes
Okay.
peeking through, like, cracks of stuff. You
Okay,
won't be
then
able
I'm
to
ju-
shoot through this barricade, but
That's
We-
fine.
How high
I
are these
wanna-
barricades?
a
sorry,
mixture
go ahead.
between, like, 6 feet of just, like, scrap wood.
Yeah, my plan is to effectively try and move closer to them without them seeing me,
Okay.
like along the barricade.
Then
that's,
you can
that's my
stay
plan.
there, and we need to roll everyone into initiative, and I am going to do that.
Oh, that should not be too
yeah.
Jim.
I am going to be doing your initiative, because I'm just going to
Oh.
drag everybody's screen, or I'm just going to drag everything at once and just do my API, because it's the exact same thing. Nothing's going
I
to
rolled
change.
natural 22.
Well, get fucked.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
used
wait,
one.
wait. You rolled a natural 22.
Natural
No,
20
roll it.
as well.
As well, yeah.
Yeah, I heard the same
I'm
thing.
not seeing anything. Because I don't have my scroll bar out at all, do I?
So it's natural 20, comma 2.
Wow.
Okay, I heard it as all one phrase,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Super sad.
I think I know
Oh
what
yeah,
you
I
mean,
did
but
too.
He doesn't have a 1 on his
Initiative.
die.
I swear to God, if my API doesn't go off. Okay, there we go.
Oh, I
Ascending
still got
order.
pretty
wait,
high.
wait, hang on. I rolled a natural
I
one.
got pretty high.
I get to re-roll because I rolled a
Oh
natural
my
one.
God.
Oh my god.
Fine, I'll re-roll your initiative. Fuck.
I saw a 5.22 and I'm like, there's no way that's correct. under any circumstances.
Descending order. Alright. Guys, we have 10 minutes left of this session. Do we want to try to speed run this battle if we have time? Or do we want to save this until next week?
I think we should save it.
Yeah, why not have
okay.
a full long session of combat?
All right.
And it will
Then-
really irritate the rest of the teams that really want to
None
let
of
off.
these
Yeah,
rolls
that's what you
matter.
think,
Oh
Kevin.
yeah, that's true. Fuck.
It's a win-win-win.
Let's go ahead and delete initiatives. This is a win-win.
Good
Oh
call.
wait, no,
Good
my
callback.
high initiative.
Well, it's gonna have to get re-rolled a week from now. There's gonna be multiple days of combat coming up soon.
Watch,
Guys.
I rolled a natural one.
You're gonna roll a 20. It's fine.
You got Borton, don't worry.
Yeah, you got a 4.
Oh, I don't. I already
Got a
used
4.
one.
Don't worry about
You
it.
got a
you
4?
can,
Yeah.
you can give someone else a 4 in initiative.
True.
So
I had to
we
see 'em.
have 10 minutes. Combat
Aw.
is going to start shortly. But let me describe the scene just a little bit better so that you guys understand what you're getting into. Meager is still submerged in the water below the
Wait, I thought
barricade, well obscured. Nav is bum rushing. He is on this this wall, this barricade, this moat, and will begin to attack and sprint forward into enemies. Yugu is in the water as well, obscured, completely hidden from the enemy, just hanging out. Runt, also hidden behind a wall, completely obscured. He rolled a natural 20, or he rolled a 29 on his dexterity stealth check, which we'll just use for this. Ratmen hear clinking and clanking coming from the north towards the dam, and they see a most horrible ancient foe now coming out of the river water to kill them. Terror runs through their terror glands. There is this weird cesspit, which no one should be able to truly see right now, filled with weird rats hanging out. There is a murder rat. A thing that, well, a 6-foot-tall giant rat that looks eerily similar to Kushim, but has barbarian levels. There are 2 people, prisoners, hanging out next to this podunk alchemy lab, trying to conversate, going to be super surprised by the coming violence. And then, finally, there's Old Muskie, who is directly looking at Nab's 4 red eyes, tusked helm, and is going to be doing something on
Let's
his
do
turn.
this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Kushim, hidden behind the rocks, obscured in illusions, has the ultimate flanking position of universal left.
Oh. We actually don't know Kushim is there, no?
You do not.
Nope.
Well, we knew he went off in that direction, but
Yep.
Who knows how this battle's going to play out, as spellcasters similar to Grug will be your enemy. This will be the greatest showing of strength that you guys have, come close to. A true measurement to see how far you've come from little baby 3rd level fighters and warlocks to now 5th, almost 6th level fighters and warlocks. Incremental gains. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Saturday, we will be doing the political team, who will also be starting combat at the initial start of their session.
Ooh.
And man, that's going to be a bloodbath.
Rest in peace. Poor Revik.
Yeah. Monday is Labor Day, and I don't know what the Monday crew has planned, but we may be starting earlier, or we may be doing like a 7-hour stream. I'm not sure exactly.
Jesus.
People say they can start whenever, but the ending time has to be the same, so like, I don't know. I have a wedding coming up. I'm getting married. No, my friend's getting married. I'm going to marry them as the officiator.
Ooh.
But I have to go to Colorado
Alright.
for that, and it's going to be like a full week affair, so we're just not going to be doing D&D that week. Oh, fuck. Well, there goes
Tragic.
my book and phone.
Congratulations to your friend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, I thought you said earlier. I think wasn't it today that you said you didn't have friends? Are you a liar, John?
Oh, he is a
guess
liar.
No.
Yeah, I guess so.
No.
Hello.
A little bit.
Maybe it's called dramatically hiding the truth.
I don't think that's admissible in court, John.
I was about to say I'm gonna
You
use
know,
that in
you
court.
might
We'll see how
not.
that goes.
But luckily,
Was that
we're just
dramatic it
telling
was?
stories, guys. How
Was
about
that
that
something that
Arcanum
you
drama?
told
Let's
everyone?
talk about
Oh
that.
my
Let's get
God.
off of me.
That's part of the bullshit that I didn't want. I wanted to get
Oof.
away from, because
Well-
that guy originally got me into D&D, and now my heart is broken.
Uh-oh. It's a good
Yeah.
thing that we're here instead of there, and I'm frozen in here, and he's the sheriff, but I'm out there. Okay.
But where's the caveman?
Where is the caveman? Eric, do you want to say anything about Sanctuary now that you created this shithole and your friends are going to die on it? Or die within it?
I don't think there's anything really to say. Celia
went
was a
to
bitch
now.
for no reason.
Life is a circle.
Life is a circle.
We're gonna
I'm
join
back here again.
Yeah.
This whole session was special to me
Yeah.
because I was like, oh, I know all these people. I know this place.
That's among our new list of phrases. We've got the moon is always full except for when it isn't. We have Hephaestus is an asshole, and all wizards are an asshole. And now we have life is a circle.
Life is
Life
a
is a
circle.
circle.
Guys, thank you, sir, for joining us for the Sanctuary episode. Hopefully, we'll be done with Sanctuary at the end of next session. So, everyone,
We'll see.
have a wonderful afternoon, morning, night, and as always, don't die. Have some EDM music.